Hello everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Did anyone submit the application?
Not yet. Seen the video.
Yeah. Good morning, all.
Hey, good morning. But as per Vishak, I think we should submit by yesterday, right?
But there is one process now. You need to complete that certificate. You should have that certificate with you. The 35 hours certificate.
Did you? I don't see anything I asked like certification and all. I am at the experience stage. I'm just updating the experience summary and all.
And also, I had one doubt. Because see, I am in the organization where project.
Your voice is a little bit breaking. It's not
Doubt,
clear.
saying that I am in the organization where we complete the projects in 3 to 4 months time. So in that video, Shah even mentioned that you can have multiple projects. You can mention. But in that
Yeah.
form, I can see some project title. So how do I mention that number of project titles?
See, the thing is, 80% of the people in this batch are not from a project management background. So don't worry about it. Don't feel that, oh my God, I am left out. I'm left out. If I do a survey, how many of you guys have a proper project management title? Like that, if I ask, no, hardly 15 people listening here will have. Okay, so don't worry. See, today we have got fantastic tools. Okay, one request I have to tell everyone, check my video again. If you feel that I'm not from a project management background, now you will tell I checked again once. Not that. You have to check one more time in a different viewpoint. How I can craft a story like that, you check. With that purpose, you check my whole application process video again. And then write down in every phase, I've told some keywords to use. Do you remember? Initiation phase, planning phase, execution phase. Note down those keywords and then open ChatGPT and put a prompt. Okay. Use these kind of keywords and draft my story above. See, don't ask it to start it from scratch. Okay. I always tell in my session, okay, you should feed AI something and then the final output also you should modify. It's not like simply blindly you will use. So what is that? You will write first of all in a Word document. Okay, what is that? Okay, and then you feed it to the ChatGPT and tell a prompt. Okay, the above write-up of mine, please align with the PMBOK. Now don't write it down, guys. Literally, whatever I'm telling, you should prompt yourself. Is that clear? Align with the PMBOK guideline. Align with the PMP application process standards. Use keywords like this so that it clearly demonstrates a phase approach. Like that, and all you give a prompt. Okay, it will give in 5 seconds. By the time I finish telling to you people, it will reword your entire application and give to you. That's it. So if you do like that and then submit, and once you get it back now, put it in a Word document, again make your personalized touch and then submit it. It will get approved. Okay, this is what is happening. That is how thousands of my students are passing. Okay, I told the institute very clearly, anyone willing to learn project management, let them be part of my batch. It is not required that they should be from a project management background like that. That is why you all are. Otherwise, many people, trainers won't take up this responsibility. So it will happen, guys. That's it. Is that clear? Just this much, whatever I told, at least 4 or 5 people in this batch understood, no? Make the use of ChatGPT, watch my video, and then reword it and then submit it. Okay, if you do this much, you will pass. Sorry, you will. Your application will be true. Okay. And one more thing, you have to put a date, September to September. You don't have to put the date, September to September. You don't have to mention that it is extending to October and all. Okay, just mention September to September. It is over. Okay, it's enough. Okay, and in case chosen for audit, you have to submit what is that? You have to wait for the whole session to get over, and then only you will be able to continue further, because you have to submit the course completion certificate from the institute. That you will get only when you complete the whole course. Training certification is not mandatory. It is not told in the video. Okay, only if it is picked for audit. Okay, Clement. You go ahead and submit. That's it. There is nothing stopping you. Anything else, guys? Any hand raises? Nothing, is there? Okay, where were we?
Hi.
Discussing about
Agile terminology.
agile terminologies.
Yeah.
Slide 65.
Can you start? No questions, no?
Vishak, I had one question, but we can take it later.
No, what is it taking later? We have got the whole session. Okay. Anyway, if you're going to consume time, it will take time. Okay.
Application process only. So I just wanted to know for number of from the like 12 years of experience, I can choose any experience which has like I
You
have
start in a reverse chronological order. That is better.
reverse technology.
Yeah. Last project, first you feel. Okay. Can you continue, guys, everyone? Please be in your videos, guys. Please turn on your videos like you requested. It's very, very important, guys. Please turn on your videos, everyone. Okay. Because participating in the session is very, very crucial in passing. Okay. If you are very, very comfortable in your own comfort zone, why should I come in the video like that? Then the chances of you fail is very high. I'm telling you. Because this exam is going to test your patience. Okay. Simply without any reason, don't be in your video off situation. Okay. If you're traveling and health issues, it is fine. But otherwise, don't turn off your video and stay in your own comfort zone. It is dangerous. Okay. Because in the exam, someone will be invigilating and you have to be very alert and attentive for 230 minutes. Okay. So please be careful. Is that clear, everyone? So shall we start?
Yeah.
So slide number
65.
65. So I'll just do a recap from here. Okay. See, people who are not well is fine, guys. I'm talking about the other people who are very, very comfortable. Okay, who have got a good internet speed and not traveling. Okay, simply lazy because of that being in the video off. Okay, not that. Others, I'm requesting you people to comment the video. Is that clear, guys? So let's start, guys, quickly. So on the screen, you can see the terminologies. I'm getting these things familiar to you people. Okay, so on the screen, you can see theme, which is at the highest level, which is spread across years. Okay, 2 years. Yeah. So theme is something which is spread across years. Okay, and epic is something which is spread across months. Okay, let's say a 2-month epic, a 6-month epic, like that it will be there. And feature is something which is spread across weeks. This feature is for 3 weeks. We can finish in 3 weeks. This feature we can finish it in 2 weeks. Like that people used to tell. Can you see here, guys? And then story. Story is in days. Okay, 2-day story, 3-day story, like that. And task is in hours. Okay, task is measured in hours. Does that make sense, guys, everyone? So this much is the thing. Okay. Now, what I have to tell you guys is you should be familiar with how this terminology is and what is its relevance. Okay. So I'll tell you one example, guys. Okay. So just imagine, okay, there is a client. Okay, client like that, when I tell, no, he can be a person from a non-technical background, but a good business acumen. Can I create a persona like that? Okay, what is that? A client is someone who is, let's say, into cloth merchandise. Okay, let's say he's into dress selling and all. Okay, he has got a lot of shops across India. Okay, like that. Just imagine one person. Okay, now this businessman. Okay, this businessman want to expand to the online market as well. Okay, just like Amazon, Myntra, and all, he want to expand to online market as well. Okay, so what he will do? Are you getting that story, guys? He's a businessman. Okay, just imagine one person from our batch only. He's a client. Okay, he's a businessman. He's having a lot of shops. Okay, physical shops. Okay, now he's thinking, okay, yeah, I need to have my presence in the online space as well. So what he's doing, he is Googling in the internet how to develop an application like Amazon. Just like we all will do, no, basic curiosity, how to develop an application like Amazon. Like that, he's Googling. Now, while he's Googling like that, in the internet, what happens? No, there will be search engine optimized articles. Okay, SEO articles. Okay, these articles, when you start reading, no, halfway through reading, for example, it will be written by some app development companies. See, when you just Google about PMP also, you know what happens? Just Google PMP. You will have the link which is shared by institutes like this Star Agile or any other competitive institutes. Okay, why? Because they want you to fall into their web page. And by the time half we are reading into it, what will happen? You'll get a pop-up telling that, hey, which course are you looking for? Do you need our support in your journey? Please contact us now to avail some discount, like that and all. So what happens? You will also be tempted. Oh my God, okay, now if I express interest, I'll have some discount, like that. Okay. So what will happen? You will give your email address and phone number. Correct? No, are you getting that story? Just like that, whenever you research about some app development companies, they will ask you, okay, for email address and phone number. Okay. So the moment you give, imagine yourself as a client, guys. When I tell this, imagine yourself as a client. Okay. For what? To develop a mobile application. Please listen carefully. You are a client. You are already a businessman. Now you want to develop a mobile application. Okay. Now, when you, what I want to tell is when you give your email address or phone number, the person on the other side, let's say I'm creating a profile called as sales. Okay. The sales people, they got your phone number, correct? So they will immediately call you because the call should happen immediately. Have you noticed whenever you express interest that you want to enroll in PMP, you would have got a call on the same day itself because human mind is like that. Okay. If it gets delayed after 1 or 2 days, our decisions may change. Sales people know that. Okay. So at the same time, you will get a call. Do you agree, guys, everyone? This much?
Yeah.
Now, once the salespeople call this client, now I'm telling the story, guys. Please listen. This client have told all his expectations. What is his expectations? To develop an application like Amazon. He's already a businessman. He has got a lot of cloth merchandise. Now he need to expand to the online domain as well. So the salesperson will tell, yeah, I understand. Okay, what is that you are looking for? I understand. Like that. Okay, the salesperson will tell. So what will happen? He will sit with this client for some couple of hours or a phone call or in person and understand the whole expectation. Okay, once the whole expectation is done, he will define the theme. What is the theme? I would say it's something which takes years. No, so online presence is the theme. Online presence is a theme. And then what about the epics under it? Developing an Android application is an epic. Developing an iOS application is another epic. Okay, Android and iOS. Okay, and then
Team is
yeah,
a short-term goal for that business.
which one?
Short-term goal.
Which one? Team.
Theme.
Yeah, we can say like that, a short-term goal for the business, okay, which spans across multiple years, okay. So how it will be delivered, okay. So developing an Android app is a, now you said no, short-term goal, okay. Now this I will break down, a small project, correct. Developing an Android app is a project. Developing an iOS app is another project. Are you clear with this much? Then what happens? There is feature. Okay, so once an epic is finalized, epic means what? To develop an Android app. Think like that, guys. I know there are a lot of people from the software background. My example is for the people who are not from a software background, so that they will also understand. Exactly with that mentality, please listen. Okay, so epic is developing an Android app. Another epic is develop an iOS app. Okay, now while you think about developing an Android app, okay, there will be a lot of features in typically an application. You know, the first time when you download an app and install it, after that, what is the first thing you do? Download and
Login.
install. After that, no, before login, it is sign up.
Register, yeah.
First time when you do, no, it is sign up or register. Okay. Now that is a feature. All of you guys in this batch agree? Now
Yeah.
login is a different feature. When you repeatedly visit the same application again, you may have to log in. Login is a different feature. Okay. Please listen. And most of the applications are e-commerce applications. Some form of commercial transaction will happen. When you book a cab or when you book a movie ticket online, or when you purchase some clothes online, or when you order some groceries online, everything, there is an e-commerce, correct? No, there is a commercial transaction which is happening. So towards the end of your whole experience, we need payment gateway. Are you clear?
Yeah.
We need payment gateway. So 3 features I will write on the screen, guys. Okay, one is login, which is multiple times you do it. Second one is sign up, which you do first time. Third one is payment. These are 3 features. Now, what do you mean by story? The point is, not every feature will be, what I'm telling is not every mechanism will be added to a application in the first day itself. See, there are different ways to sign up. Correct, no? What all ways you can sign up? Tell me, guys. Today, what all ways in which you can sign up?
Google, with Google personal mail ID.
Or via
Number.
Gmail ID.
Phone number.
Correct. Okay, so we can use Google sign up. We can use mobile and OTP.
Email.
We can use email. That was our traditional way of sign up, email/password. These are the different ways in which you can sign up. Correct, no?
Yes.
But the beauty of Agile, you know what? See, when we say Agile delivery, Agile way of delivery, please understand, guys, I told you one promise. Day 1, day 2, okay, you will gradually understand. More things you will understand like that I've told you. Now I will clarify, guys, what do you mean by this Agile delivery in a practical world is, in an application, don't expect every sign-up mechanism to be available first time when an app is released. Same is the case with payment. In India, we can pay through multiple options. We can pay through Paytm. We can pay through Google Pay. We can pay using credit card, credit or debit card. Correct, no? These are the different ways of payment. Correct, no? Just an example, credit card, debit card, everything. But my point is again, guys, when you launch an application for the first time to the market, don't expect all these payment options. Okay? Probably we'll pick something as I will highlight using a different color. Let's stick to email/password in the first MVP. Sorry, I should not tell first MVP. In the MVP, let's focus on email/password and Paytm as a payment gateway. Email/password and Paytm. Now, the story is email/password. Is that clear, guys? Now, how that will be executed? There is a development team who work on small tasks, which culminates to this. Small tasks, which culminates to this. Is that clear? Now, I am not going to tell about that task, okay, my dear friends. I will request some of the people from the development background. There are, okay, in this batch, there are almost 100 people who are listening right now. Out of the 100 people, I'm sure at least 20 people will know more than me, okay? So come on, guys, I want you people to tell what are all the tasks when you say a story called as email/password. Don't use too much of technical jargon. Tell in a layman language so that you will understand, others in this batch will also understand. Okay, can one of you tell what all will be the task under the story email/password?
Form filling to register.
Form filling, correct. What else?
Submitting the form.
No need to go that much. I'm not telling from the customer point of view, from the developer point of view. Okay, input. Okay, correct. Okay,
will be able to enter the
correct, okay.
email. A user will be able to enter password, generate
One minute,
OTP.
1 minute. Someone told about the backend, no? That is the second thing.
Front end API.
Correct. Backend. Okay, backend database, backend API, front end API, all those. Okay, inputting.
UI.
Okay, email,
UI.
password.
Will be there.
UI.
Validation.
UI. Enough, guys. Okay, enough. Okay, I know you people are lot technically sound. Okay, but please appreciate our ignorance as well as the other participants' ignorance. Okay, this 3 is enough. Okay.
Testing.
So, testing, yeah, if you want testing also, we'll add. Okay, 3, 4 is testing. Okay, see here, guys. So please listen, guys, how the data is being inputted. Email, password, everything. Okay, and then backend. Database means what? Daily, thousands of people may register. So the thousands of people, their email address, phone number, everything should be captured. Are you getting it clearly? Then UI, okay, as if I've mentioned over the chat, UI, okay. See, the UI of Uber is different from the UI of Ola, correct? The UI of, Make My Trip is different from the UI of Yatra.com. Are you getting all these things? Something will be different, okay? That is what we call as the user interface. So all these are the tasks. Now, why did I request the people from the development background to tell this task? Because I don't know. We are from the management background. Okay, development people only knows about the task level details. So our job stops at the feature level or story level. Is that clear, everyone? It is the team who identifies the task. It is the team who identifies the task. Any question, guys? Are you guys clear?
For the story, is it like one feature you are telling as a story? Like you said,
No.
because there is
Yeah,
sign up
correct.
as
Yeah,
Google.
sign up or registration is a feature. Out of that, sign up via Google is one story. Sign up via email/password is another story. Like that, I was telling. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. See, everyone from the non-agile background, are you guys clear with the cascading which happened just now? And agile doesn't mean that we are delivering everything in a single shot. Are you clear, guys? So first MVP, we'll focus on email/password and Paytm. Next release, we may add mobile/OTP as well as Google Pay. Are you getting that feeling, everyone? Please type clear in the chat if you guys are clear. Not clear means you have to unmute and speak up something. Yeah. Okay, so let's move further. So this much only, okay, guys? Now, if you allow me to go to the next slide, whatever discussion we had just now, okay, today, that is being elaborated here. Okay, once you get access, okay, I told you tomorrow you will get an email from support@staragile.com, which will have the recording, which will have the presentation what we are using right now, and an official WhatsApp group link. Clear? So once you get that, you can check these two slides. Okay, whatever we discussed, that is being summarized. That's it. Okay, everyone. Shall we move on? Now, how this is being delivered in bits and pieces, that is what we are going to discuss next. Okay, so how it is being delivered in bits and pieces is through the concept of sprint. Okay, it is through the concept of sprint. Okay, so on the screen you can see what I'm putting, guys. Okay, see, every time, no, rather than predicting the whole timeline, that is what happens in predictive, correct? Predictive projects means what? We are predicting the whole timeline. Here what happens, we just visualize only for what are we going to deliver in the upcoming sprint. Okay, so this is sprint 1, this is sprint 2, can you imagine, this is sprint 3. All these are time boxed events. Okay, time boxed means what? We have to rigidly follow a fixed time boxing. Let's say 3 week. If 3 week is what we decided, that means the next week also it should be 3 week. 3 week, like that this gets accumulated. Is that clear, guys, everyone? And every sprint is like a small project. Okay, see, plan, design, build, test, review, and launch. Plan, design, build, test, review, and launch. Like that it goes. Okay, launch means not launched in the market. That sprint is getting over. That's it. Okay, now I'll show you in the next slide, guys. Okay, what exactly? See here. So on the screen, guys, okay, I will introduce this Scrum process. Okay, I'm sure in this batch, at least 20 people are already CSM certified or CSPO certified. Okay, but I'm telling it for the others in this batch so that everyone will understand. Okay, this is the famous Scrum process. Okay, please be ready, guys. Okay, so in the previous slide, I told about the client and the salesperson. Do you remember, guys? So this time, client is the same only, but more than that, the salesperson, we will put a different designation. Let us call that person as the product owner, PO. Okay, so let us recollect the discussion, guys, what we had in the previous slide, the client as well as the product owner. Now I will call that person as the product owner. They had good discussion. Once they had good discussions, okay, what the product owner does, you know, the product owner captures every single requirement from the client. What is that? The product owner captures every single requirement from the client in a document called as product backlog. Okay, so the product backlog is an ocean of the complete requirements from the client. Ocean. Okay, just imagine. So let's say almost 100 requirements are there in the product backlog. How many? 100. Now, from the 100, everything will not be delivered in a single shot. Then it will become predictive. Are you getting, guys? Agile is all about incremental delivery. So from the 100, the prioritized, okay, please understand, the prioritized, let's say if I put a number, simply a number, let's say 15 requirements. A prioritized 15 requirements will be taken up in the first sprint. Okay, so that discussion, no, the product owner and the team they will have this discussion, and the name of the discussion is called as sprint planning meeting. Sprint planning meeting. Okay, so what is the purpose of sprint planning meeting? The product backlog is there. That is an ocean. It will have hell lot of activities. Okay, from that, the prioritized, okay, the most important and critical, those activities will be loaded to the first sprint. Okay, that meeting where this discussion happens is called a sprint planning meeting. So in the sprint planning meeting, what happens? Goal setting happens. Goal for the sprint. Okay, the product owner conveys the expectations. The team, what does the team will do? It's a one-day event. Just imagine. What will the team do? The team will try to understand how much is the effort required for this 15 requirements. Will they be able to deliver in a sprint? Like that, they will evaluate. That is the purpose of this sprint planning meeting. Clear, everyone? And then what happens? This 15 requirements will be elaborated up to task level. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Because in the product backlog, now we had 100 requirements, but those are up to the feature level or story level. Those are up to the feature or story level. But the 15 requirements in the sprint backlog, these are the prioritized one. Are you guys understanding? Can you please note down that word? Those prioritized one, we will elaborate up to task level. Who does that? The team does. See, the 100 requirements population, who is doing it? Product owner. Are you guys clear with the distinction? But the task level details, why did I ask someone in this batch to elaborate on the task level details? Because I'm not from a development background. Okay, so the task level details, who elaborates? It is the team. And where is it captured? Sprint backlog. See, now I want to convey, guys, in the agile principles, we spoke about simplicity. That time itself, I told you. The framework is very simple, guys. Product backlog, sprint backlog, over. No more documentation we are going to discuss in this whole topic. The entire requirements is captured in the product backlog. The prioritized ones for the upcoming sprint are captured in the sprint backlog up to the task level. Is that clear? 2 documents only, over. Product backlog, sprint backlog. Now, what about the sprint duration, guys? I'm moving further. Please be very careful. Listen carefully here. What about the sprint duration? It can be 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, or 4 week. 1, 2, 3, or 4 weeks. Okay. Now, in that, let's assume for the time being, let us assume that our sprint duration is 3 weeks. Okay. Let's assume that it is a 3-week sprint. Okay. So, in this 3-week sprint, every day, the Scrum team will meet. Okay. One question from Abhishek. So, the prioritization is done by product owner. Okay. Please note it. Okay. Prioritization is done by product owner, no one else. Let's be very clear, guys. Prioritization is done by product owner. Can you please note it down? Now coming back to here, let's assume a 3-week sprint. Okay, let's say it started on a Monday. So Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday. So every day, my dear friends, the team will meet. The team will meet. What is the name of that meeting? Daily Scrum
stand-up.
or daily stand-up. Daily Scrum or stand-up. That then the duration of the daily stand-up is also 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes is the duration of the stand-up. So what happens in this stand-up, guys? So the team will discuss on the task. Who will discuss on the task, guys? The team. See the beauty of the self-organizing team. I'm getting into the details, guys. Are you getting agile principles? I'm connecting. The self-organizing team will discuss on the task level. And how do they discuss, you know? There is no manager asking, hey, what is the update? Where are we? Did you complete this? There is no one to ask for the update. Okay. Instead, the team will come exactly at, let's say, 10 o'clock. Okay. They will come to a room, and like the name stand up, there is no people coming with laptops and all. Okay. They will come, the developers will come, and then they will discuss individually. Okay. Let's say one team member will tell, okay, this is the task I took up yesterday. I'm able to complete this, but I'm not able to complete this. I need support from team. Over. Next team member will tell, these are the 2 tasks I took up yesterday. I was able to complete this. This one I'm facing so and so issues. I request support from so and so team member. Like that. Are you getting that feeling, guys? Like that, everyone will tell whatever task they picked up the previous day and what task they are going to pick up today. Is that clear, guys? Are you guys clear so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
There is no minutes of meeting. That is what another thing I want to tell. Please understand, guys, I'm connecting every agile principle. First of all, simplicity, I told. The framework is very light. Secondly, the team is not having a manager who is asking, hey, what is the update? Like that. Instead, it is a self-organizing team. And there is no capturing of the minutes of meeting. Okay, it is because we believe in minimalistic documentation. Is that clear? We believe in
PO will not
minimalistic.
join the meeting.
Not needed. Okay, we will not throw him out, but it's okay. Not needed. PO and Scrum Master are also not needed for the daily stand-up. That is what is the latest Scrum guide says. The self-organizing team is more than enough. Okay.
And what
That's
about
it,
the
guys,
story point stories?
That will happen in the sprint planning meeting. Okay, story point estimation. I told at this moment the team estimates. Okay, but how they estimate we'll discuss later. Okay, that is answer to your question. Okay, Balaji. Okay, so the story point estimation is done by the team in the planning stage. Clear?
Is on 15 tasks, is it a rule like the sprint backlog will have 15 tasks only? Like you mentioned.
What is that?
You mentioned a sprint backlog will have 15 tasks. So is it a rule
Correct.
you are saying that like it should have 15
No.
tasks or not?
Simply as an example, simply to convey the feeling that if 100 is there, we'll pick up something from that. Just to convey, it is not 15 always. Okay, nothing is rigid, guys. Okay, on the screen except for this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 15. Okay, these two are rigid. Okay. So can I continue, guys, further? So daily stand-up is over. Now what happens? Like this, the team is meeting every day. Is that clear, guys? The team is meeting every day. Now at the end of the third week, let's assume we are in a 3-week sprint. What did I tell? Let's assume we are in a 3-week sprint. So at the end of third week, what happens? The team will present the status back to the product owner. In which meeting it happens?
Review.
Sprint
Review.
Okay. In fact, they show a demo of the working software. Did you get the feeling? Again, I'm using all the agile principles. Please understand. They show a demo. There is no report or something. Instead, it's a working software. Do people remember I told about working software yesterday? They show a demo of the working software to the product owner. These were the features we agreed in the beginning. See this, a new icon has been added. Now the end users can pay directly using credit card. Like that, they will demonstrate. Are you guys clear?
Yes.
And that's it. Okay.
Vishak,
Now,
is it only that they show it to PO or even client gets involved?
not necessary. Okay, because client will not understand totally. Okay, what is that progress happening in every sprint? Client is usually involved only for major releases. See, for example, Zoom. Okay, Tejas. Okay, there was an update. Okay, let's say last month there was an update. I think when I click on it, there will be some visible changes. But in a sprint review, everything the client need not understand, but we are not against it. Client can come. What I'm telling is it's not mandatory, but product owner is mandatory. See, product owner is mandatory in 2 meetings. Planning meeting, review meeting. Review. That's it, guys. Please note it down. Planning and review meeting, product owner's participation is mandatory. Are you clear, guys, with the sprint review? The team show a demo or a working software. And lastly, the retrospective. What is the purpose of retrospective? That also we discussed. What went well? What went wrong? That's it. Okay. So that is the purpose of retrospective. Okay. Now I told very clearly the role of product owner. What is the role of product owner? Prioritization. Okay. Setting the goal for the sprint and reviewing the sprint progress at the end of the sprint. Okay. Do not trouble the product owner with team related things, guys. He's a product guy. As the name says, he's a product owner. We should trouble him only for anything related to technology, then anything related to feature, anything related to configuration. Are you getting these keywords? Only in those cases, we should trouble the product owner. Okay. Now, what about our team, guys? Okay, next I'm going to tell about our Scrum team. Can you see here what I'm highlighting? Scrum team. I said team. Okay. The team consists of, there is no individual
Developers.
designation. There is only developers. Okay, so the team consists of developers. Okay, there is nothing like, okay, in predictive, we have got individual designations, but here there is no individual designations. Everyone is a developer, just like parents will tell kids. Okay, everyone is equal. That kind of an attitude. Okay, so the team consists of developers, and one more important thing is, guys, the developers profile, they are cross-functional. Cross-functional in the sense, different people will have got a variety of skill sets. Exactly, that is what it means by cross-functional teams. Okay, and the count is also very, very important, my dear friends. The Scrum team count never goes beyond 10, 9 or 10. Okay, 9 or 10 is the maximum head count of the developers. You cannot have a Scrum team with 20 people or 30 people. Is that clear, everyone?
So what about in vast projects, like long projects?
What is that?
If the project size is big.
Big, that we'll discuss separately. Okay, that is the concept of Scrum or Scrums. Okay, not relevant here. You think about right now, Scrum process is applicable to a single Scrum team. The Scrum recommends maximum team strength should be 9 or 10 people. Okay.
Vishak, what we are saying is, even though it can consist of testers, but we call them
as
everyone
developers.
as
Developers, exactly. Okay, there is no distinction. Everyone is developers. My Scrum team, and the head count is also very, very important. 9 to 10. Okay, they are the people. Please understand the clarity very clearly, guys. Prioritization is product owner, but the estimation of efforts is done by team. Someone today told about story point estimation. Note it down like story point. We'll discuss it in lesson 4, not now. Okay, the estimation of efforts is done by the Scrum team.
Yeah, and Vikash, what if the sprint fails and will not be able to
Well, see, first of all, that what if, don't think. Okay, see, what if is it is possible, but it will get spilled over to the subsequent sprints, but will be questioned. It's not like simply, it's okay, let it get spilled over. It's not like that, because we have estimated the efforts and finally we have agreed for a sprint goal, right? So if it is getting spilled over, we need to see, that is what if is applicable everywhere. What if a project fail? Okay, what if we fail in the PMP exam? So there is a possibility, but let's not worry too much. Okay, we have to plan well. Okay, imagine we are not able to meet the goals, then the product owner will ask questions. Okay, why? And it will get spilled over to the subsequent sprints.
Okay,
but that is not an excuse. In case we are not able to complete the sprint goals, there is an option, okay, of carry forward to the subsequent sprints.
Vishak, tasks are nothing but stories only, right?
No, further broken down. Okay, that is why I told, no example, Shivakumar, you were there earlier.
Yes.
When I told about email/password is a story. But the small tasks which the team members told, I didn't tell in this batch. Our participants told from the development background. Okay. Now, the next is, guys, last which we need to focus is on the Scrum Master. Okay, why I told last but not the least? Because the Scrum Master, literally there is no role which I have mentioned, but he's there throughout for the support of the team. Because getting that accountability from the Scrum Master, he's the people's guys. He's the representative of the Scrum team. So if you ask, okay, then what are the broader responsibilities of the Scrum Master? I would say protecting the team from any form of obstacles. Okay, any sort of impediments which the team is facing, helping them to get rid of those impediments. Okay, providing a right environment for the team to work effectively. Okay, the team should be able to work effectively. Okay, these are the things which is taken care by the Scrum Master. Protecting the team from outside interruptions. Sometimes finance people, legal team will be disturbing the Scrum team. So protecting them from outside disturbances. Is that clear? These are the responsibilities. Okay, he is a servant leader. I think you guys know about servant leader. I told, right? Scrum Master is a servant leader. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions so far? That's it.
Vishak, one question. In predictive, we have project manager role clearly, correct? But in Agile, we have Scrum Master. So
no, in
how do
Agile,
you
don't tell
differentiate
Scrum
it?
Master. No, it is
That's
not in
what I'm
Agile.
trying
In
to ask.
Scrum process, we have Scrum Master. Agile is more of a
Then
methodology
what
or
is
a
the role of
philosophy.
project manager here? Why we are learning Scrum Master?
That is what I'm coming into. Okay, so once you have to imagine really big. Okay, see, once you are in a client-facing role, earlier Deepika also asked, okay, single Scrum team will not be able to deliver. Okay, this is at the granular level. This is at the ground level, Scrum process. Okay, we need someone to interact with the customer, client, and all. Okay, so that is why we are having project managers. Okay, so I would say in a bigger projects. Okay, what happens? The 2-3 Scrum masters will be giving an update to the project manager. So in fact, in a nutshell, my point is, if there are some Scrum masters in this batch, once they clear PMP, they will be having a better position in the organization, provided they are using the PMP concepts well. Okay, that's it. But officially in the Scrum guide, there is no relevance of a project manager because that's a different philosophy altogether. Okay.
Vaishak, is the Scrum Master is the one of the developer or is that a separate
That
role?
is another point. Okay, see, that's a valid point. Scrum Master is one from the team. Okay, it's not like he's having a separate title designation. He's one from the team. Okay,
One among.
He can
among the
be
team.
PM also, no?
He can be.
PM.
No, don't use that. See, there is some confusions here. I will tell you. Okay, officially, see, now today someone has shared the Scrum guide. It's easily available in the internet. Okay, just Google Scrum guide, you will get it. Okay, so as per the Scrum guide, there is no relevance of a project manager because they don't believe in that title. They means the Scrum practitioners. Okay, but Deepika, my answer is project manager role exits one level above. Okay, but the Scrum process, there is, even if you press Control F in this slide, there is no project manager title. That's it.
So in a team
What
where
else?
it's 10 people, so when you are saying 10 people, rigid, the product owner is not in the Scrum team.
Maybe, may not be. Okay, there are these all are very controversial questions which you are asking. Okay, so some companies they consider product owner also part of the team. Some companies they say product owner is separate. Anyway, headcount is minimum. Okay, 10 people.
And the
And
Scrum
Vishak,
Master, you said within the team, so he is only.
One
So,
among the team. Yeah,
so he does not develop.
he can develop. See, don't note it down like he does not develop. He should not develop like that. He is one from the team. Okay, he can develop also. He can test also. He's one
Experienced
among
guy.
us.
But
Yeah,
the Scrum guidelines
that's it.
is not developer or thing, as my understanding. But nowadays, they are considering as a developer or tester, and they're working in
That's
this.
it. Yeah, one among the team. Okay. See, I would suggest don't note down anything rigidly. Okay, be open. That is what is the meaning of the word itself, agile. Okay, there is nothing like he should not do, they should not participate, nothing like that. Okay, I saw a discussion. Is product client needed in the sprint review? Okay, if it makes sense, let the client be participating. Nothing, no problem. But what I was telling is the client may not understand what the hell is happening in a sprint review meeting because it's more of a technical. He's more needed only for a PI. Okay, release meetings. Okay. For example, I am from a non-technical background. Whatever happens in a sprint review, I may not be able to understand, but I will be more interested in a release meeting, Zoom and all. No, there will be updates happening. Okay, that meeting I want to know. Let's say iOS is having an update. Okay, those kind of meetings, if we attend, no, we will understand. Oh wow, what are the new features that we'll ask? No, that's it. Anything else, guys?
Vishak,
Stages?
yeah, if a product owner can also play a role of product manager, then because their
See,
role is
again,
also
I'm telling
client
guys, okay,
interaction.
don't worry, it's almost same only. Okay, so that's what, no, don't be so much adamant on this designation. Product owner, product manager. Sometimes, see, the product owner is more of a, a title. Okay, it's not a designation. Okay, see, a business analyst can be a product owner. Okay, someone who is feeding the backlog. That's it. Is that clear? Clear? Anything else, Amitava?
Yeah, just to clarify my understanding, so the client gives the requirement, the product owner takes the requirement, and then it gets divided into different tasks. Like the total requirement is then prioritized into the smaller requirements, and then those tasks are handled by the sprint teams. And those developers, one of them acts as the Scrum Master, and for every sprint, like as the sprint goes on for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, they act as the Scrum Masters, act as the POC to provide the information to the product owner, like the progress of the project or the tasks. And then end of the 4 weeks or the 3 weeks, they discuss the finished work or the and provide the demo to the product owner, and then they complete the task. Is this the entire process?
You are on mute, Vishak.
Yeah, that's it. I was not telling anything. Next, Praveen, anything?
Yes, Vishak. So product backlog prioritization and sprint backlog. So this is for a specific sprint, or it is for a multiple sprints we are defining at a time?
The sprint backlog is for a particular sprint. Product backlog is the complete ocean of the requirements. Okay, only the prioritized ones will get into the current sprint.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Naveen.
Vishak, so this chain request which product owner initiates during sprint, so can it be done during sprint, or once sprint is over, then only he can initiate the chain request?
First of all, change request is not there. We'll skip that point. Okay. See, that is what, no, we are in agile. Okay. So that is not relevant here at this moment. That's what I can tell. We don't disturb an ongoing sprint. We can add anything to the product backlog or delete anything from the product backlog. There is no complication.
Once the sprint is started, then in between we cannot update or add
Modify the
any
sprint.
CRC. Yeah.
Yeah. So once a sprint is started, no, it's just a 2-week or 3-week or 4-week activity. Okay. We don't want to disturb the ongoing sprint. Clear?
Once the goal is fixed, it is fixed. That's it.
Fixed. Exactly. Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
what
next,
about sorry. Yeah. If, for example, if clients, there is a discussion between the client and the product owner, they conclude on the product backlog. So during any point of time, will that before during the run of the sprint, any cost fixation or product
No,
price?
don't worry. That's what I'm telling. No, see, let's not talk about cost. Okay. See, some things I will tell, let's not worry, because you'll understand slowly. For example, arriving at the costing. Okay, because arriving at a costing upfront is predictive. Here, our goal is how quickly we can deliver something to the market. Only that you focus. Is that clear? Like that.
Vishak, sprint retrospective product owner will be involved?
Maybe, may not be. Again, my answer is no one is going to scold him if he participates. But Scrum team is usually does. Okay, it's not required.
Both product owner, development team, and Scrum master. So all the three will be involved.
Okay. In sprint review also?
Yeah. In sprint review, product owner is must.
Sprint review and sprint planning, it is must. Okay, please be very clear, guys. Okay, others you keep it optional. Okay, that's what I want to tell. Sprint review and sprint planning, product owners participation is must. Okay, in Agile we don't close the doors to anyone. Product owner, if you want to be participative in the retrospective, it is okay. Okay, keep it like that. Okay, next. Go in the hand raise order, guys. Quick.
Vishak, my question is that the product owner can be part of the multiple sprint teams, or the product owner will be part of only one sprint team?
Only one team.
Can we?
No, product owner is only part of one team. For a single
see, I would suggest one thing, okay, Asif and everyone, okay. For the PMP, this much is enough, okay. In this batch, you do a small favor, okay. I would suggest, okay, who all are here, guys, CSM and CSPO certified? Type here your that certification in the chat. CSM, CSPO. So these many people are there, okay. I would suggest one thing, guys, okay. For the PMP, whatever it is more than enough. We had a discussion. Okay, I'm 100% confident. Okay, my ignorance is a confidence. Okay, so I don't know more about it. Okay, so what you have to do is you guys form an unofficial group. Are you guys having a separate group or something? Okay, you can create if required. Okay, and then set up a separate time, evening sometime or weekday sometime like that. Okay, and just ask someone if they can volunteer. Okay, and then take up the discussions. Okay, but for the PMP, we are project managers, guys. We are not getting into all these details. Are you clear? So this much is enough. Okay, can we move further? Anything else?
Just 1 second, Vishak. Is product backlog similar to PRD, product requirement document?
The point is, you tell me, is it similar? What is it? Is it similar?
No.
Then no. Okay. So this is about the prioritization. Does it have a prioritization there? No, right? So if there is a prioritization, then you call it as a product backlog. See, because PRD is a very diplomatic term. It can be used in predictive as well as in agile. That's why I told you. I've seen PRD in both predictive and agile. Okay, product requirement document. The beauty of product backlog is that prioritization. What is that immediately we need to do? Like that we rank. I think someone told it very clearly, ranking, okay, based on the critical things. That's why. Okay.
Thank you.
Clear? Can we move further? See, what is the takeaway, guys? Some documents, see, backlog, like that when we tell them it is what is the need of the hour, like that we filter. Okay, just like that I told about the product owner. Okay, some people, their designation may be product owner. Some people, their designation may not be product owner. Still, they serve the role of product owner. So that is what, guys, I want you guys to think a little bit different. So who is the product owner? The one who prioritizes the backlog. Clear? That's it. Shall we move further, guys, in the interest of time? See, Kapil can help, okay? CSM as well as CSPU certified, okay? Then a lot of people are there, okay? Vikram is CSPU, okay? CSM, okay? So Chandu can help, okay? What I would suggest, no, you guys take this discussion separately, okay? But for the PMP, this much is more than enough, okay? Can we move further, guys? If one of you guys want to take the lead, you guys can create a group and then share the link here, okay? So that other participants can join, okay? So moving further, guys. Now, the next thing is what we are going to discuss is some tools and techniques for verifying scope. I will zoom the screen a little bit. Okay, hold on. Okay, on the screen, can you see? The first two terms only I want you guys to focus. Don't read, only the first two terms, okay? Okay, what is written on the screen? Definition of done and definition of ready. Okay, this is very, very important, guys. Okay, I'm going to tell you the secret of clearing PMP. Okay, so please listen. See, you guys are here for a mission here, correct? No? What is that purpose you guys are here for? PMP, correct? So today is your second day in this batch, correct? No? Day 2. So yesterday when I started the session, do you remember one question I asked you people? Do you guys have 36 months of experience? It is not necessary that you should be doing project. Don't worry. If you have ChatGPT and if you are determined enough, you can put a write-up and then use ChatGPT to rephrase it into a beautiful story. Designation doesn't matter. Even if you are a tester, even if you are a developer, even if you are a maintenance supervisor, you can appear for the PMP. This is what I told you. Okay. But what is that I asked you? Do you guys have 36 months of experience? That is mandatory. See, Vishak, I have 2 years of experience in project. That is not enough. You should have 36 months of corporate experience. Is that clear? This is a mandatory readiness. What is that I'm telling? It is a readiness criteria. Okay. Now, another question I will ask you right now, okay, which I didn't ask yesterday. You know, what is that question? Are you ready to dedicate 100 hours of self-study? Not the session what we are attending right now. Are you guys understanding my logic clearly? 100 hours of self-study. Are you guys ready? If the answer for both these is yes, then only there is a point in continuing this session with me. Correct, no? Otherwise, you can tell, see, you can tell to the institute, sorry, I don't think so this will work for me. Either I'm not ready to study 100 hours separately from my side, or I don't meet the 36 months criteria. Okay, only when the answer to both of them is yes, then only you are ready for this PMP codes. So what is that, guys? These two is called as definition of
Ready.
Ready. Definition of ready. Are you ready? Okay. Now we are embarking into the PMP journey. Okay. Embarking. Okay. Every day you guys are attending Saturday, Sunday. You guys are doing your self-study. Okay. Etc. Etc. Okay. Now, towards the end of this PMP, okay, I know some of the students, you know, they schedule the exam the very next day and they pass. Are you getting it, guys? Within 24 hours of saying bye to me, there are people who are clearing. Every batch it is there. Okay. In this batch also, I hope there will be at least 2 to 3 people who are like that. Okay. They just believe me blindly, and they, the first step is they go through the application process video, they apply, they get their application approved, they follow up with the point of contact from your institute for the voucher. Some of you guys would have enrolled for a voucher program. If your application is approved, immediately follow up with the point of contact and tell, my application is approved, I need voucher. They will tell 5 working days. Okay, 5 working days is acceptable. But after that, if there is a delay, you have to raise the matter. Okay, so 5 working days they will allow you. Okay, after that 5 working days, you'll get the voucher. That voucher you use and schedule your exam. The earlier you schedule, you will get good slots. Don't wait for that magical moment. Are you getting, guys? I'm telling you something in advance today. Okay, so let's say October 5th or October 10th, you want to give the exam. Okay, that means you should plan now. That is why we are project managers. Simply October 10th, I'm confident like that. If you tell, it won't happen. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Oh, sorry, October 10th is not possible, no? So in your batch, it is 6th and 7th, 13th and 14th, 20th and 27th and 28th. It is possible, right? 6th of October, it will get over. Okay, that means 7th of October or 6th of October is a very eligible date. Are you guys understanding? Keep it in your mind, guys. Note it down. If you are ready, I am ready. Okay, are you ready to give the exam on 6th of October? Correct? No, my dates are correct, no? Including exam prep. Correct? It will get over by October 5th, no? Okay, so that means you guys are, I'm checking your readiness today. Okay, now fast forward to the date, let's say October 10th. Okay, October 10th, I want you to check, self-evaluate. Have I done my preps enough? What is that question you should ask? Have I done? Can I put a question mark? Have I done my preps enough? Preparations enough? That is what is checking the definition of done. Definition of done. Okay. So what does that mean, guys? Okay. Whenever we do something, have we done it properly? Okay. That is what is definition of done. See, one thing, guys, in English grammar, there is do, did, done. What is the difference? Do people know between these in grammar point of view?
Tense, past tense.
Present, past, future. Sorry, present, past.
Past or
And
past.
what is done?
Past perfect.
Done is
Fine. No, I think Harish told the correct thing. It is actually the past perfect. Okay, that is why we call definition of done. Are you getting? See, many people will tell, yeah, I just today asked, okay, have you gone through the application process video? Okay, what some people will tell, no, yes, I did go through. That is not a confident answer, guys. Is that clear? Next time, don't tell, I've done a review of that video. Like that, when you tell, no, that shows the confidence. I've done a thorough check of your application process video. That shows the confidence. How many of you guys can tell, I did it, I've done it properly? Are you getting, guys? Done means past perfect. Okay, so just like that for the PMP course also, I will tell you one checklist. Okay, if you're doing that, you will pass 100%. That's it. Okay, that's what I want to tell. Yesterday, one of you guys in this batch messaged me, again in LinkedIn. Okay, prefer bringing up these questions in the session, guys, because I won't be able to elaborate over a message. It's in this batch only. My application is getting expired in October 15, something like that. Who was
Yes,
that?
mine, Twinkle.
Yeah. So bring up this here, okay, because I need to elaborate on it. Okay, so what I want to tell you guys is, see, the definition of done. If you are ready to do this from today onwards, then you will pass. Okay, so shall I tell guys what are all those? Okay, first thing is apply. Okay, applying for the exam. Is that clear? No, hold on. Okay, so first let me finish my perspective, guys. Then I will ask you guys to explain, okay, about definition of done and definition of ready. Now I'm talking from the PMP point of view. Everyone listen, guys, please. Okay, first is applying. Have you done it? Next week I will ask you guys. Don't tell excuses, guys. Nothing is stopping you from applying. Only your laziness. Simple. Don't feel bad. Only your laziness. Nothing is stopping you from applying. Okay, so apply is the first thing. Second one, guys. Okay, so Twinkle, that's what I want to tell you. If you check that related videos in that channel, have you checked my application process video? I don't want you to watch it because you have already watched it. But what I'm telling is check the related videos. Okay, 2 most watched videos you will find. Okay, so I would put the name here. Okay, one is Ace something. Okay, another one is Crack. Okay, if some of you guys could find it, no, you guys can put the link in the chat. Okay, so how you should watch, that is what I'm going to tell you. Simply, Vishak told, watch it. I'll just play it. It's not like that. How you should watch, pause every question which comes on the screen. Pause every question which comes on the screen. Try to attempt it yourself. And then listen to my explanation. Even if your answer is correct. That is important, guys, because these two videos, no compromise. Even if your answer is correct, you have to listen to the explanation. Why? Because I would have arrived at the correct answer in a different way than you have arrived at the correct answer. Is that clear? Simple. I would have used some mindsets to arrive at the correct answer. That would be different from the way you have arrived at the correct answer. So I don't want you to have a confusion. Is that clear, guys? And then every question, even if your answer is correct, have a notebook and pen and note down those mindsets. See, mindset is different from what we are discussing right now. You will not understand as long as you haven't watched the video. If you watch the video, you'll understand what I'm telling. Okay, so this is the second thing you have to do. Okay, and plus, if you are still not confident, there are more videos. Okay, this set of videos is what I call as seat videos. Okay, what is that I call? This videos is what I call as seat videos. Okay, if you watched only 2, that is fine. But if you're not confident, you can watch more videos in that list. Okay, and then third one is attempt mock quiz. Okay, so there are 6 mock quizzes of 60 questions. 6 quizzes of 60 questions and 180 questions quiz. Can you know? Can you understand, guys, what I'm telling? I have got 6 mock quizzes of 60 questions each and 1 mock quiz of 180 questions. Okay, so total everything when you add up, now it comes to 540. Did you understand? That is enough. The quality of efforts which you are spending in this 540 questions, that is enough. But my point is, don't do this in a casual way. Please listen carefully, guys. The mock quizzes, if you don't have 1 hour, don't attempt. 1 hour, 60 questions. Just a PDF document, guys. I don't have a simulator and all. You just open a PDF document, you attempt. If you have 1 hour, let's say 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, if you have time, attempt it. Is that clear? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and there is video explanation. I don't know for every quiz, but at least first 5 quizzes I have got video explanations. Okay, so you can watch those. Okay, again, your focus should be on the error log. I always tell guys, error log is your secret to success. Whose error log? Your error log. Okay, so one of the mindsets which I tell is solution lies within the team. If you watch my video, you will understand. Okay, which I got inspired from the famous book Alchemist. Okay, so it is sorry to ruin the climax of that book. Okay, so this is the climax of that book. Okay, so if you haven't read, you are not going to read anymore. Okay, so what I'm telling is you're trying to find out some solution to a problem. Okay, it is right in your notebook. Which notebook? The mistake notebook which you're using to capture your mistakes. So this is what I call as the error log. Okay, so this much is enough, guys. Okay, when you do this much of exercise, watching the videos and then attempting the mock quiz, everything almost culminates to 100 hours. That's it. At least 2-3 people would have understood what I'm telling, guys. Okay, you guys help others in this batch. Okay, that's all. Okay, because still people will tell, oh, I don't have a study plan. Study plan will come from you. What you should do, this 100 hours I have told you, right? Next to 4 weeks, how is your personal life? How is your work life? You have to evaluate. Is that clear? You have to block that time and you automatically arrive at the exam date. Is that clear, guys, everyone?
Yeah.
So everyone here can schedule.
Vishal, I
Okay.
have one question. So as you were mentioning that 100 hours we need to give for self-study. Is there any way we need to register it also, or?
No, just for your, if you want, you can note it down. Okay, for a systematic behavior. I just told you a heads up. Okay, if you are ready to dedicate 100 hours, you'll be able to pass from today. Okay, that's it. Yeah, anything?
Yeah, Vishal, this you told 6 mock quiz with 60 questions.
So we have this quiz in YouTube video only, or
No, this is not in YouTube video. This is there in this next week. Oh, for your case, no, you need it immediately, not Twinkle. So I'll share it right away. Okay. So I thought usually I share it only in the next week. Okay, hold on. I'll share the screen. Okay, see this. So this is a document which I share only in the second week. But since there are some aggressive participants, I will share it straight away. Okay. See, this is the document. Okay, so the mock quizzes which I was referring to, no, that is here. Okay, Twinkle.
Okay, thank you.
On the screen. So go through these, see the text instruction very carefully, which I put in red color. Go through these sheet videos before attempting the mock quizzes shared. For the other participants, this week only this much you can focus, guys. Okay, don't be so much aggressive. Okay, this week these two, if you go through, that is more than enough. Clear? I shared it in the chat, guys. Okay, please, everyone, open it in your laptop. Okay, this is the secret. Okay, you don't have to close this till you clear PMP. Give me that promise. Open it in your laptop, bookmark it, don't download it. Okay, because if you download, no, if I make some changes, it won't reflect agilely. Okay, so just keep it open in your laptop. Anything else, guys?
Vishak, just one question. That
Yeah.
We are seeing that in-depth question explanation. We can as well start in after first week. Okay, but means from your experience, is it better that we first hear a couple of sessions of yours and then go ahead,
Yeah,
so
fine.
that we have
That's fine. Next week
knowledge?
is fine. Next week is fine. Okay. But this week you complete the application process. Okay. You can just watch half an hour or something of that video. Okay. So that you'll get an idea how it goes. Okay. So that is why I'm telling guys, today we are on September 7th, correct? So September 7th means you plan for maximum study time somewhere around let's say I would say 17th to 20th. Okay, from there you start studying. Okay, even from 15th it is fine. 15th of September. Okay, everyone, can you move further? Hope everyone is clear.
Yeah.
Vishak, I have a question that the 30 months of the experience in the project management, someone has a development experience, not into the project management, still the application will go through?
We spoke about it today.
Yeah,
So
I
everyone
missed
still
it.
goes.
Yeah.
So use ChatGPT. Were you there from the beginning today?
I was there, okay, but
Yeah.
I want to clarify.
So first of all, you write your application in a Word document. Use ChatGPT. Put a good prompt. Okay, and rephrase the application, and then you again make some changes, and then you submit it. Clear? It is possible. You check my video. Did you check my application process video?
Yes, I checked it. Okay, I not completely watched the video. I'll go through it again today.
Yeah. Okay, and put a nice prompt to ChatGPT. First, you write yourself. Okay, don't worry about your story, because refine it through ChatGPT or any other tools. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Shall we move further? Next, follow the hand raise order, guys, please.
Vishak, will we not get any assistance in vetting our application
No, you only have to
from
do it.
Star Agile?
You only have to do it. They will help you with the voucher. Okay. Did you watch the video?
Because we were told that we will get
Did you watch
assistance. Yes, I
Did you
did
watch
watch the video.
Yeah. So you draft it. Okay. See, assistance in the sense from the
In vetting the
voucher.
application before submitting.
No. First of all, that is a shying away from the responsibility. Okay. That is not a good trend of a project manager. Okay. See, you do it. If in case it is getting rejected or something, just let me know. Okay. That is the first thing. The project manager will not give something to someone else. Okay. Even if someone told like that, it is no. What I'm telling is it's your application. Okay. You beautifully watch the video. You watch the video, beautifully write up something and take the help of ChatGPT and then submit it. Let's see what happens. No penalty will happen. They will revert back with their respective viewpoints, or they will consider it as approved. That's it.
What if the application gets rejected? What is the next
Nothing
process?
will happen. Why are you thinking too much? First you submit it. No penalty will happen. No penalty will happen. There is no impact in your career, or the doors will not be closed. They will give a feedback. That's it.
There are a few defense personnel in this group. We
Don't
are
worry.
from a whole different.
No, I will tell you. Don't worry. Okay,
We're
I'm
not
there.
very
No? So
familiar with the jargons, that is why.
that is why I'm there. No. So first thing is, if you're a little bit skeptical, hold on for next week. Okay, don't apply now.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Next week you
Got it.
apply. That's it. Don't worry about it. Okay, because ultimately they want money. Is that clear? So they will not reject. And oh my God, you are not eligible for apply like that, and will not tell. Okay, so I want you to try it. Okay, this is the first trait I told of a project manager. Okay, so I will again tell guys, if any of you guys want a repeat of that, first you write in a Word document your last some 3-4 years of experience in your own words. Think loud and write it. Okay, forget project management course. Is that clear? In your own words, you write it. Then watch my video. From the video, you pick up some prompt. Okay, prompt only you have to write, guys. I will tell it again. Okay, can one of you note it down and put it in the chat, guys? I'm telling it for the second time. Okay, so in alignment with the PMP application process, in alignment with the PMBOK guideline, okay, use these jargons in each of these phases. Like that, you have to give a prompt. Okay, and above is your item, and it will give in 5 seconds or 10 seconds. That you again paste back into your Google Doc, in your laptop document, and then make some minor changes if you feel required. Don't blindly pick up. Okay, again I'm telling, ChatGPT is a good tool, but don't just expect an answer. You feed it properly and you refine the final output from them. If that much you are doing, it will be successful.
Vishak,
Okay.
is there any timeline that we need to apply in?
What is the timeline?
No, you are talking about this application process, right? So this is for that PMP certification exam, right? So is there any timeline that we have to submit before this date, or nothing like that? We can also do it at the end of this month.
You can do, but I drive my students to submit it early. That is a secret of most of the people clearing. Okay, so if you keep it for later, no, human mind is lethargic. Okay, that's why. Clear, guys, everyone? So the people from
suppose if I apply tomorrow, then will it be valid for 6 months, something like that, or
it will be valid for next 1 year. Okay, by then everyone in this batch would have cleared PMP. Okay, I'm very confident. So one more thing, guys. Okay, people from the defense background, I heard from some of you guys. Okay, in the Google Doc what I've shared, no, there is a list of groups. You can check that. Okay, just spend some time. Okay, Swati, in that Google Doc. Okay, there is a group which is restricted only for defense people. Okay, you can join that group. Okay, see, I have got at least 1,000. Okay, most of my favorite students are from the defense background. Okay, so I've got at least 1,000 students who have cleared PMP through me from the defense background. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, so first of all, feel proud. Okay, so we need people. Okay, from the defense. It's not the other way around. Okay, so write your story and take the help of ChatGPT and refine it and submit it. In case anything happens, no, I'm there. Okay, second week you can message me. Okay, but first attempt, I want everyone to try it yourself. Is that clear, guys? Can we move further? Okay, so where were we? We were in the these two things I told. Okay, now my the people from the proper software background, okay, corporate background, you guys tell some examples, guys, regarding this definition of done and ready. I told an example which is generic so that everyone in this batch can understand. Okay, but see here, what does definition of ready tell? Ready tells something which should be before beginning working on it. Before beginning working on something, some set of things. Okay, are you ready? Okay, see, for example, before starting a particular feature, is there any dependency on that feature? Correct, no? Like that we have to check. That is what is checking the definition of ready. What about definition of done? Have you done it properly before pushing it to the customer? Okay, yes, Akshat, I have mentioned the correct thing. Definition of ready is more of prerequisites. What about definition of done? Have you done everything properly? A checklist to validate, can it be pushed to live to the customer? Are you guys clear? So draw this diagram, guys, definition of done.
Yeah, before starting any development, requirement should be ready.
Correct. Exactly. Requirement should be ready. That is what is the definition of
And once the development is done and ready to move to environment, then it means that definition of done.
Definition of done. That's it. Any questions, guys? Anyone?
Yeah, I have one question. Definition of done is not related to only the requirement. It is related to quality as well.
Correct. Exactly. It's not about simply doing something for the heck of doing it. Very valid point from it. How beautifully you did it. Did you adhere to some standards? Did you adhere to some guidelines? Like that when we check, no, that is what I told you, know, how beautifully you did it. Simply I went through the video is not enough. Okay. Did you do 100% justice when you went through the video? Okay. That is what is taking the definition of that. Any questions, guys? Come on, guys. Anything else? Can we move? Anyone want to give an example?
Yeah, Vishak. So AI for here. I'm from a software industry and currently working with Microsoft as a vendor. So for a DoD, what we can say is, for example, in a very simple language, so we do have some requirement, right, where we have an acceptance criteria under the user story. So we kind of a recheck whether all the criteria mentioned we met.
Right.
Or and then and the testing also. So when we say testing would be completed. So when people from the testing background will be able to understand. So when we do the testing, we log a kind of a bug or the issues or the defect, depending on what kind of a term you are using. And that we define like a P1 or the P1 bug or a P2 bug or a P3 bug. So in that, in the DoD, there should not be any P1 and P2 bug also. So because every software is not a perfect, there will be some other issue, right? If you are saying that you're perfect, you're having a software perfect with zero defect, that it's not gonna happen for sure. But we need to check in the DoD whether we do have the P1 and P2 bugs exist for that particular user story. If yes, then you're not ready. So we have to define the definition of a done depending, it depends on the project, it depends on the team, it depends on the requirement. But standard, what we define in our team is like, do we have the P1, P2 bugs or the S1, S2 bug, right? And if no, then fine, you're ready. And then these days, I'm from Harman Connected Service, but mostly for the Microsoft, what we do, the new, I will not say new, we do an accessibility testing also. When I say accessibility testing, for the people who are especially able, right? Say those who have a color blindness, those who have a hearing issues. So for that, we do a different implementation in the UI level. We don't just do the UI development. We have some standard to follow. Say, for example, for a color blindness people, the green or a blue or a black, right? They won't be able to modify anything when you use the application. So for those things to be able to modify, we have some color coding we do. For example, this is not the only one we implement. But this is one of the example I'm giving. So we do a color coded based on the standard defined by the Microsoft team, so that the end user will be able to use the application. Say when I say any application for the end user, be it for any product, any live, right? So those people should be able to use your application, right? So accessibility is very important. So if a color blindness people not able to use application, then it's still okay, but then that empathy is not there in your application. So we have to have an empathy. So where we kind of started including the accessibility implementation, which have to be taken care by the UI team. And then we do a testing also. And then as part of the DoD, we do define, is there any accessibility issue? Okay. There will not be an issue from the normal user perspective, but we do a further one more level check in the DoD. Do we have an accessibility issue? If yes, what kind of accessibility? S1, P1, S2, P2, depending, right? So when I say S1, P1, the software people will be able to understand. So how severe the issue is, how priority the issue is to fix. So those kind of things we define under our
The
DoD.
definition of done. Correct.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So good. Okay. So little bit it was elaborate, but I think others, you got an idea, no? So what it means is when you deliver something to the customer, okay, is it considering this also? Have you considered this also as part of? Like that, we are just checking, okay, before we put, okay, deploy. Okay, that's it. Okay, great info. Okay, thanks. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, the next one is acceptance criteria. Okay, so acceptance criteria means what? Okay, so see, she just told, okay, about the definition of done. Okay, so the definition of done is more aligned with the acceptance criteria. See, you guys are the customers. Okay, so the customers will have some whims and fancies to be satisfied. Okay, so for example, clearing PMP. Okay, so every slide which I cover, guys, please understand, every slide or every topic which I cover, it should be aligned with the goal which you guys have. What is your goal? To clear PMP. So are you getting, guys, what do you mean by acceptance criteria? A set of conditions that is required to be met before deliverables are accepted. Who is going to accept the deliverables? Customer or client. You guys are my customer or client, correct? No? So on the last day of the session, what will I ask you people, you know? Have I met the acceptance criteria? What was the purpose of you guys enrolling in my batch on 6th of September? Correct, no? So you guys enrolled in my batch yesterday. On the last day of the session, I will ask you guys, have I met the acceptance criteria? Is that clear, guys, everyone? So it's a broader perspective, okay? I would say a collection of tasks, stories, everything, when it culminates, okay, we'll have an acceptance criteria. Is that clear, guys, everyone? It's for a deliverable, not for a particular task.
Vishak,
okay,
can you just give me example of where the definition of done is like correct? I mean, it is there, but acceptance criteria is not accepted. Like
Simple
the team.
name an example is, okay, in case one of you guys fail in PMP, I will ask them, okay, have you followed everything, whatever I've told? Have you done my mock quizzes? Have you followed the sheet videos? Yes, everything I've done, Vishak. Like that. Simple. Okay. So sometimes, in spite of following every definition of done, sometimes the acceptance criteria may not be met. Okay, because the other side people may be expecting something. Slight non-orientation or disalignment with our acceptance criteria can result in failure. See, what I'm telling is our definition of done should be aligned with the acceptance criteria. But sometimes there can be a small variation, no, here and there.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
Vishak, I have one thing over here. The acceptance criteria is being defined by the customer or by the product owner or the team, Scrum team, who would be working?
No. Product owner. Scrum team only is into execution. Okay, please understand. We are only into development. It is defined by the product owner. Product owner is a sink, guys. Please understand. There is customer on one side, there is team on the other side. Product owner is a sink. Is that clear? Who is acting as a connection between the customer and the team.
Actually, within a team, BA writes acceptance criteria.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, business analyst.
So, what is the difference measured in the definition of done and the acceptance criteria?
What is that? Sorry, Arbit?
What is the main difference between definition of done and acceptance criteria?
This is what I told. No, see, definition of done is from the team's perspective. Okay, acceptance criteria is from customer's perspective. Is that clear? Have I done my part, Arpit? Okay, I'm telling that every day when I take session for you, I've done my part. Like that. But on the last day, you will tell, okay, Arpit, no, I didn't find Vishak, the session is worth. Are you getting? But I'm trying to be aligned with the acceptance criteria. Did you get that idea? So it is from whose perspective? From my side, I'm serving for you. Okay. So I'm the trainer, but I'm the vendor for you. Okay. So when I do something to make you happy, okay, that is, I'm checking my definition of done. On the last day, when I ask, are you happy? That is, I'm checking against your acceptance criteria. Clear?
Okay.
Any question? So that process of checking the acceptance criteria is called as validate scope, guys. Okay, please understand. Please don't tell both are same. Okay, acceptance criteria is a set of conditions. We are checking whether the conditions are met or not. Is that clear? We are checking whether the conditions are met or not. That is called as validate scope. Is that clear? See here, the process of formalizing acceptance of the completed project deliverables is called as validating scope. Okay, see, for example, on the last day, last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, okay, I will ask you, are you happy with the session? Like that. Okay, guys, one point I want to tell, some unwanted communication is happening in the chat, and it is not a good practice. Okay. See, first of all, if you want to create a group, if you type your numbers here, do you think the other person will copy that number? And who is going to copy that number? This is where first tip of project management I will tell you. I understand your purpose. Okay. One person is enough. Create a link and share it here. Okay. Art of communication you should learn. Okay. Simply if you type numbers here, no one is going to copy it. Who is going to do? Okay. Is someone going to copy this? Okay. So what you should do, one person, you take a lead, create a group, and put the link here. That is what is called as pull communication. Is that clear? Because everyone will not be able to copy. People will not be able to copy the numbers. Is that clear? Just a link is enough. During the break time, one person can do. Don't multiple people don't do it. Okay. One person create a group and you can share the link. People can click on it. One person. The add me phenomenon is not needed. Correct? No, guys. Everyone understood? This is where communication fails. Okay. It is a noise, what I see. Okay. I've got 3 different monitors here. Okay. That is why I'm forced to look at the chat. I think I told no, even if I'm traveling, I take this. Okay. I've got one for the participants, one for the PPT, one for the chat and the people who are unmuted. Okay. Like this. Okay. It is like 3 screens are there in front of me.
Vishak, validate scope 1 second, please.
So validate. Okay. Validate scope is that process. Okay. Of checking whether the acceptance criteria is met or not. Simple. See, I would say if you, on the last day, I'm asking, hey, are you contented with the session? Let it, I'm asking you on the last day. Okay. So if you say, yes, that means acceptance criteria met. The process is called as validating scope. Clear? Any questions? Shall we continue further? The next is iteration review, my dear friends. Okay, iteration review is same as sprint review. We already spoke about sprint review. Only thing is in the scaled agile framework, no, there are some people who are expert in that. In this framework, instead of sprint, they call it as iteration. That's it. Okay. Next is variance analysis and trend analysis. Okay. See, variance analysis and trend analysis is a tool for measuring the progress of the project. Okay, I would prefer not to discuss about this 2 keywords now. Is that clear? As everyone listen? I would prefer not to discuss about these 2 keywords now. We will discuss these 2 keywords in a separate topic. The name of the topic is EVM. Anyone knows about EVM?
Earned value management.
Earned value management. Very good. Okay. So in the earned value management topic, okay, don't worry guys, we'll discuss it later. Some of you guys who couldn't grasp it properly, earned value management. Okay. In that topic, we will cover this too. Okay. Variance analysis and trend analysis. Is that clear guys, everyone?
EVM is more for the waterfall, no?
Which one? EVM is more for the waterfall. Exactly.
Can you give one example to define all that in the process done ready? Like just one example short for anything.
What?
Can you give one example to define all this defined done for any product or a project or a stage like in development?
Not needed because I want to keep it general. I told no. See, this definition of done is there for user stories. It is there for tasks. Okay. If you try to connect everything, no, only your mind will become more rigid. I will keep it simple again. Okay. The thing is, from your perspective, imagine you are a developer. Okay. From your perspective, you are checking. Okay. Earlier you saw the example from Microsoft. No, she told. Okay. So you are checking whether you have done this. Have you considered accessibility feature? Everything you are checking. That is, you are checking against your company's or your project team's definition of done. But finally, when you deploy to the customer will have some other acceptance criteria. Okay. So that is different. Is that clear?
So definition of done and ready are before product development and done and ready are before product development and acceptance.
No. Then ready is before, Jyoti. See here, ready is everything before. That is how I told about PMP. You know, are you guys ready? That is what. Once you're done something, you check the definition of done. Like that, there are a lot of activities. Just imagine a collection of these will define the acceptance criteria. Clear?
Okay.
Vishak, I have a question. Maybe it is out of the context. Okay. Where the design sprint will fit in the agile methodologies.
What is that? Design sprint.
Design sprint.
Out of context. I also don't know. Okay. So these all topics you take it offline, guys. Okay. So whatever is from a PMP perspective only, I will be able to tell. Okay. I haven't heard anything of design sprint. Anyone? Or is referring to the sprint, Soro?
Even I don't heard it.
Are you referring to the design phase rather than the design
No.
sprint?
Yeah.
Sprint
It's
is
a
nothing
process
but like
of
just a time
process of
box.
designing the sprint.
Not
That is
sure. Maybe some
planning and
jargon used in companies. So officially there is no such term. Okay, so
Planning, sprint
It's
planning.
the
Right?
sprint planning then, right? That you are asking. It's the sprint plan.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
okay. Shall we clear? Yeah. Now the next is, guys, we are done with scope. Okay. Next we are going to start with budget, guys. Can you see here on the screen? We are going to start with budget. Okay. So please, let's be ready. We are in which topic, guys? We are in budget. Okay. For budgeting, guys, okay, I want to introduce to you people 3 different types of estimation techniques. Please look at the screen. Analogous estimating, parametric estimating, bottom-up estimating. Okay. So let's start with the first one, analogous estimating. See, analogous estimating means what, you know? You are referring to some historical data from a similar activity or project. That is what is called as analogous estimate. Referring to some historical data from a similar project or activity. Okay. So it is also called as gross value estimating because we estimate at a lump sum. Is that clear? So we estimate at a lump sum. Okay. So what do? We compare with similar projects done in the past. Okay. Because why do we do such an exercise? You know, because we are in the beginning. Okay. We don't have a proper WBS. Okay. Please remember, guys, WBS we spoke in the previous topic. No, we don't have a WBS. Okay. So we rely only on a very high level estimate based on, yeah, I've done a similar project in the past. So that time it costed this much. That time it took this much time. Are you getting that feeling what I'm telling? That is what is analogous estimate. Just imagine we are in a call with the client. Okay, client is there and the project manager is there. Okay, the client told the requirements, high level requirements, please understand, in let's say a 1 hour discussion. And the client is asking the project manager, hope you are clear with the high level objective of the project. What is that? Hope you are clear with the high level objective of the project. Can you give me a rough estimate so that I can think about should I pursue the project or not? Like that the client is telling. So the project manager tells, yes, I will be able to give you a rough estimate. Give me 2-3 days time. I'll get back to you with an analogous estimate. Like that. Okay. So what is this, guys? Where we give a rough estimate based on historical data of doing past projects. Is that clear? So that is what is analogous estimate. We don't have much time. We haven't prepared WBS. Are you guys clear with it? Vague is a keyword, I would say. Now, imagine the client have given a yes based on the analogous estimate. Please imagine, be with me in my story. First, the client asked for a rough estimate. The project manager gave. The client had a look at the rough estimate and he told, yes, go ahead with this project. Like that, the client told. Okay. Now what happens? The project manager will form a team. Listen to what I'm telling guys. The project manager, now only the project manager forms a team, prepares a WBS and does a bottom-up estimating. Is that clear? The project manager will form a team, prepare a WBS and do bottom-up estimate. You people know about WBS, no? Everyone in this batch?
Yes.
See here. This is the WBS. Now what happens for this WBS? We estimate the cost of each and every work package, the lowest ones. See here, $8, $12, $10, $15, like that. Are you guys getting it? And then what do we do, guys? We roll it up. This is a term used by finance people. I'm not an expert. How many of you guys have heard it? Rolling up of the bill of material like that. Okay. So we do like this. So when you do like this, no, these two work when you are integrating, there may be an additional cost. Don't add directly 8 and 12. 8 and 12 is there, but more than that, there may be an additional integration cost of $10. Okay. So this much portion of work, if you want to get finished, ideally you have to spend 8 plus 12 plus 10. Like that, we estimate till the top. That is why it is called as bottom up estimating. Are you guys getting it? So now you people tell me, guys, I've told about two techniques. One is analogous estimate. Another one is bottom up estimate. Okay. Tell me, guys, okay, what is the benefit of analogous estimate based on this first discussion? Quickly tell. What is the benefit?
Quick estimate.
Faster estimate.
It is quick.
Quick.
Correct. No, it is quick. But what is the drawback? Accuracy is less. Okay. Like I always tell you, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, this is a favorite movie quote. Which movie is it? Did I tell yesterday?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Okay. So this is something which you have to keep in mind. Okay, guys. Okay, throughout the session, I will be telling this. Okay, at least 10 times. Okay, so what is happening here? When you do analogous estimate, it is really quick. But what is that trade-off you have to do? Accuracy will be less. What about bottom-up estimate, guys, on the other side? Bottom-up estimate is?
Time taking, but
accurate.
Time consuming. It is time consuming, but accuracy is high. It takes a lot of efforts and a lot of time. Okay. But at the same time, the accuracy is high. Okay. Now, is that a choice for you people to choose? Should you do analogous or bottom up? No. First, when you do some estimate in a project, go with analogous estimate. Once you have a confidence that the client is going to work with you, it is worth investing in preparing a WBS, doing a bottom-up estimate. Then you should go with bottom-up estimate. Is that clear?
Sure. Just so when we do the contracting and the costing of the project, then the analog would come into a picture. And when we are going to deliver, execute phase, then the bottom-up would come into a picture.
Correct. When you are close to exactly. When you are close to closing a contract, when you are in the execution phase, okay, just before the execution phase, when you are finalizing the contract, then you can go with bottom-up estimate because it takes time. From the day you give an heads up, okay, Visha, go ahead with the project. From the day, I may take 6 to 8 months minimum, okay, average to prepare a WBS, do bottom-up estimate. Think mega projects, guys, big construction projects, building an airport, building a dam, etc., etc. Okay.
So this is mainly for predictive.
Yes, mainly for predictive. I was about to tell that. You already told that. Okay. See, bottom-up estimate is applicable only for predictive because WBS is there only in predictive. Clear, everyone?
How we are going to estimate, the cost of the project estimate, right? If we don't do the analog, the agile as well. How we are going to do the
don't worry about agile now. I told you, when it comes to costing, don't worry about it now. Okay, because the moment you worry about it, then both are same. So I told you yesterday itself, what is the goal of agile or incremental? Early go to market and customer value. What is the goal of predictive? Manage cost. Please be clear. Okay, let's not talk about how we are going to do that in agile. Then both will become same. We are not giving priority for costing when it comes to agile. That's it. My simple answer at this moment. Okay. Yes. Next, anyone?
My doubt is if I don't have historical data, and I want to estimate a project, then how it is possible?
There is nothing like we don't have a historical data. First of all, clear that note. Okay. No one is doing. Even rocket science project also we have got a historical data. Simple. Okay. If you are putting man in Jupiter, what we will do? No one have put man in Jupiter so far, but we'll start with putting man in moon. Okay, so everything we have got a reference. Okay, there is nothing purely rocket science. Okay, what else?
So one thing. So regarding bottom-up estimate, once the project is finalized and once we do WBS, then only it's possible, right? Is my understanding correct?
Yeah. First of all, you should have a WBS. Then only you should be able to do a bottom-up estimate. That's why we say it is time-consuming and effort-taking. Clear?
Yeah. Thank you.
Anything else? So that's it. Okay. So let's move further. Okay. Now, One more is there in the screen. I forgot. Okay. The middle one, did you see here? It is called as parametric estimating. See, parametric estimating is, please listen carefully, guys. It is more or less similar to analogous estimate only, but it is based on statistical relationship. Basic relationship, mathematical relationship. Okay. See, analogous estimate is a vague way of telling. In 2020, I did a similar project. That time it was costing us $750 million. Are you getting that casualty with which I'm telling? 2020, I did a similar project like that. But when you go with parametric estimating, you are picking up historical data, no doubt in that. But for that historical data, you are adding a proportionality concept. Okay. I'll tell you what it means, guys. Okay. For example, let's say in 2020, you did a project, okay, which was a 200-kilometer road construction. Okay. That time it costed you $450 million. Okay. Now, if you're building a 400-kilometer project, similar road, then obviously it will be 900. Did you get it, guys, what I'm telling? It is not blindly analogous, but we are using a proportionality. This is more used in construction and IT, guys. Okay, that's what I want to tell. Okay, construction and IT. Okay, because in construction, these builders, they always talk in terms of rate per square feet. Have you heard? In this area, if you are building an apartment, if you require a individual house, a row house or a villa, then the cost will be this much. If you are building an apartment, if you are planning to purchase an apartment in this part of the city, the square feet cost will be this much. So now we will estimate, okay, I would love to have a 1,200 square feet house. So what will you do? 1,200 times the square feet rate. Clear? Now, does that mean that exactly the house construction will get over in that? Not really. You may do some interiors, okay, you may buy some furniture, but approximately it is more accurate than analogous. Are you getting that point, guys? So in terms of accuracy, analogous is the least accurate. Parametric is more accurate, and bottom up is most accurate. Is that clear, everyone?
Can you give example for parametric estimation in real life example?
Yeah, the real life example only I told. Okay, builders and all, they will tell like this only. Okay, see, when you go to architects.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, when you go to architect and they will ask a basic questionnaire. Okay, they will have a checklist. Okay, how many bedrooms you are looking for? How many washrooms you want? Do you want a garden? Do you want a balcony? Okay, and how many floors? Okay, once you fill their questionnaire properly, they will give you an estimate. Okay, or when you purchase mobile phone, laptop and all, no, in Amazon, Dell, Apple official website and all, you will enter your configuration, correct? I want a 512 GB or a 256 GB. Okay, like that and all, when you enter your configuration and when you click cost, then it will give you a cost. But if you tweak the parameter, if you tweak the configuration, then the costing will change accordingly. That's it.
These are in predictive methodology. So these three.
See, parametric estimating, you can use it anywhere. Okay, even outside of project management. Simple logic. Okay, the point is to convey this terminology to you people. Okay, bottom up is used only in predictive. The analogous is pure common sense, guys. I want to democratize, guys. I told, no, relax your rigidity towards this predictive, agile and all. Wherever possible, you can apply. But I can tell you, bottom up is not applicable in agile because we don't have a WBS in agile. Understand the why behind it. Yes. Okay. Yes. Twinkle.
Who is the responsible for the estimating the project cost?
These things I would say project manager, but it can vary. See, don't worry about, again, I want you to be relaxed. Okay. Sometimes it is the finance people who do this. Sometimes in some companies, it will be the project manager. In project where procurement is very heavy, it will be the procurement manager who is doing it. So don't worry about the who part. Okay. Just get a familiarity of the jargons. That should be enough. Okay. Next, Narendra.
Can we say it is a discovery? On the basis of discovery, you can analyze the parametric, like whether it is a pre-sales discovery or pre-implementation discovery?
Yeah. But everyone will not understand what language you used, but I understood. Okay. In a pre-discovery stage, you can go with analogous. Okay. Like that. Because we don't want to spend too much of efforts. Okay.
Yeah, Vishal.
Yeah.
Vishak, parametric is P plus 4M most likely and
No, that is not that. Okay. Why? Who told? That is in the next slide. Okay.
okay.
Hold on. Yeah. Parametric means based on some proportionality. That is not parametric. Okay. That is 3-point estimating. Okay, Twinkle. Next
Okay.
slide. Okay. Can we start? So this is what we were referring to in the previous slide. Okay. 3-point estimating. Okay. So for this purpose, no, did you hear what she started telling? Okay. Optimistic, most likely, like that. Okay. So to introduce that concept, no, first of all, I want to tell you, we are in the cost topic. Okay. But I will tell you, okay, imagine this 3-point estimating we can use in a variety of context related to money, related to timeline, related to number of people, or getting number of people in a batch. We can use, okay, this 3-point estimating. Okay, so I'll tell you guys how is it being used. Okay, so just imagine, guys, I have a question back to you people. Okay, so you guys are right now in a post-COVID world. Okay, so in a post-COVID world, how many of you guys have got a totally work from office kind of an environment? Okay, that means you have to go, okay, let's say 3 days in a week, something like that. Okay, yes, okay, then what is the commuting time? Can you guys type in the chat as well as the city? Did you get my question? Commuting time one way as well as the city you belong to. If it is a work from office. Yeah. So see, there are people who have been typing. Okay, so I will pick up one thing, guys. Okay, so Manish have typed, okay, 2 hours. Okay, so this is something one way, correct? No, Manish? Or 2-way?
This is 2-way from
2-way.
It's in Hinjewadi. Yeah, 2-way.
Okay, then let's pick up what Naveen have typed. Okay, I want, okay, 1 way. Okay, so Naveen have typed 2 hours 1 way. Okay, so this was a spontaneous response, not only from Naveen, but everyone. Is that clear? So who are here, okay, they have estimated their time quickly. They didn't think much. Okay, so that is what I call as the most likely response. Okay, now it came spontaneously when I asked you guys to type in the chat. But when I slightly tweak the question, guys, okay, please understand, when I slightly tweak telling that, okay, what is the best case? What if everything is very favorable? Best case. That is what we call as optimistic. Okay. So imagine you are leaving from your home early. Let's say around 6 a.m. in the morning. If you leave, the traffic will be relatively less, correct? Or you are leaving on a holiday. On holidays times, when there is a long weekend, okay, people may get out of the city, whichever big city, Bangalore, Mumbai, and all. Okay. So then also relatively the traffic will be less. Okay. Anyway, optimistically, how early you can reach office? Whether when I asked, Naveen told, okay, it will take around 1.5 hours. That's it. Okay. Now, pessimistic. How much worst time it will take? Okay. So you can imagine, guys, any big city you are there. Okay. If there is rain, if there is some metro construction or some flyover construction and all happening, and over and above that, imagine some minister is coming, so the road will be blocked, correct? So this 2 hours, what we assumed, it can easily go up to 4 hours, correct? No, not an exaggeration, correct? One way I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the pessimistic. Did you get that feeling, guys, what I'm telling? The first one which I asked and you guys responded spontaneously, that is the most likely. And then how best? 1.5 hours. How worst it can go? Pessimistic. Okay. Now, this is the input I get from you people. 3, correct? Optimistic, most likely, pessimistic. Now, what am I going to do with this? Please understand. I will apply triangular distribution. T-triangular distribution. What is that, Basic high school formula. Optimistic plus most likely plus pessimistic divided by 3. Simple. Okay. When do we use this, Whenever we don't have sufficient historical data or when we are using judgmental data. Are you clear? When we don't have historical data or when we are using judgmental data. Historical data means what, we don't have any reference. I'm new to the city. I don't know how much time it will take. Like that when you tell no, that is when you don't have historical data. Judgmental data means what, when you have a gut feeling. I think so. More or less this much will be. Like that when you tell no, that is what is judgmental data. Okay. So that's the time when we use triangular distribution. Now, what if you are super confident? Okay. That means you have got a high degree of experience. You've got a strong historical data or supporting fact. Imagine you are in the same city. Okay, see, Naveen told, no? So he's in the same city for the last 5 to 7 years. He knows the ups and downs of the Bangalore traffic. Okay, he uses Google Map for navigation. He looks at the Google Analytics before leaving from home, before going from the office, etc. He will look. Okay, so that is what when we use this beta distribution. Okay, so what is the formula for a beta distribution? It is slightly different from the triangular distribution. See here, optimistic and pessimistic is same, but instead the most likely here we multiply with 4. 4 times most likely, and then divided by 6. Optimistic plus 4 times most likely plus pessimistic divided by 6. Clear? Any questions?
Why we are taking for 3 for TD and beta? For beta, why we are dividing by 6?
6. Okay, so that is a good question I can answer. But if you ask me why are we multiplying with 4, that I don't have an answer. Okay, did you see here, guys? First one, this concept is used in a variety of situations in statistics. Okay, I don't know why we are multiplying with 4, but dividing by 6, I can tell you 1 plus 4 plus 1. 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 6. That's why. Clear?
Okay.
Any questions, guys? This is used in a variety of contexts, guys. So when you guys get your performance appraisal also, they use this only. Have you noticed? The bell curve concept. Everyone don't get these equal reviews. Okay, this goes like this, performance reviews. Okay, 1, 3, 4, like that. Okay, this is almost 4 times bell curve. This is not for the PMP, I'm just telling you. Okay, are you clear, guys? When to use triangular distribution, when to use beta distribution?
Could you please explain one more time for the beta distribution?
One more time.
The beta distribution we use when we have a good confidence. See, we told about Naveen typing in the chat 2 hours one way. So about him, I will tell you, he's in the city for the last 5 to 7 years. He's an expert in the city traffic idea. He uses Google Maps for deciding when to leave from the office, like that and all. So that means he's more confident in the number which he quoted. Is that clear? That's when we use this beta distribution. High degree of experience, historical data or supporting fact. So the simple answer to you people is, are you confident in your data? Then go with beta distribution. If you are not confident, you are just guessing it, then go with triangular distribution. That's it. Clear, everyone? This is not there for you people. Clear, everyone? Any questions?
Vishak, any one example like in exam, like
this
what
only, exactly, Twinkle, you are the right person asking. Exactly the same question came for the PMP. Okay, commuting time. That is why I told step out of the comfort zone of project manager. Exactly, a person takes, okay, this person is experienced in the city traffic. Which formula we should use? Now do it, guys. Everyone do it. Imagine I'm telling, okay, Naveen is very, very experienced in the Bangalore traffic. He has been in the city for the last 5 years. So which formula we will use? Tell me. We'll use?
Beta distribution.
Beta distribution.
Okay. Now, anyway, try using both the formulas and tell the answer, guys. Okay.
First one gives 2.5 and second one gives 2.33.
2.5 with triangular distribution and 2.33 with beta distribution. This is more close to the most likely. Did you notice? 2.33. Why? Because we are multiplying with a factor 4. Any questions, anyone?
Is there any unit to measure the cost as well? Is it in rupees only or like current?
Anything. That's why I told you, you can use commuting time, you can use cost, number of people turning up. Okay, for example, in this batch, okay, right now there are 110 participants. Okay, sometimes it goes up to 125. Okay, so that is the batch, the Sarajal will add it. Okay, or sometimes in some festival season and it may drop to 70, 80, like that. Okay, everyone. Any questions, Sandeep?
Yeah.
Actually, in beta distribution, we are using historical data, and same in analogous and parametric also. So when to use the means beta distribution and analogous?
No. First of all, disconnect this from the previous slide. That is why this is a separate slide. Is that clear? That is for cost estimation. This you can use in a variety of context. That is different. This is different, guys. Okay, Sandeep, that is my simple answer. Okay, this is a way of estimating a variant when you have 3 data points. If you are not confident, go with triangular distribution. If you're confident, go with beta distribution. That's it. Clear?
Vishak, so here, what metric we have to consider? Is it project level cost or some?
This one, I'm repeating again, guys. Forget project management. Why did I pick up a commuting time? Wherever you find it relevant, you use it. Got it?
Okay.
You can use it at a high level project cost. You can use it for each and every work package. Everywhere we can use it.
Yeah,
No
but
problem.
I'm not sure usually in practical scenarios how it was happen in our regular software projects. So that's why I'm asking.
What is that you're asking?
My question is that in current scenarios in software projects, usually at what level it will be calculated?
Every level. See, are you asking your team member? See, Praveen, you're asking, you have a team. You're asking your team member, okay? Let's say from your team, okay? Praveen, you are asking to Shivakumar, okay? Shivakumar, how much time it will take for you to complete? So he tells 5 days. So don't stop there. That is the culture I want to bring in. That is fine, Shivakumar, but how worst it can go? Tell me. So Shivakumar will tell 8 days. How best it can go? That maximum 4 days. That's it. So create that practice. That's it. Okay. Don't stop with one estimate. You ask optimistic as well as pessimistic. So this is why most of the projects fail. Since you guys are asking about just now, I would love to little bit elaborate, because we don't consider how worst and how best it can go. We consider only one. Okay. The moment you start considering this, no, our project estimates will be more accurate, whether it is cost or schedule. Are you getting the secret what I'm telling?
Yes.
One more thing I told, okay, see, Praveen is a team lead, okay, and he's asking Shivkumar, okay. So one more question he should ask, okay, you know what is that, Praveen? Okay, you told 8 days. What could be the reason it could become 8 days? Can you please elaborate on that? Like that. Okay. What could be the reason? Why? Not to question him, but to understand the risk. That we will capture in the risk register. Today, second time I'm telling about risk. Do you remember I already told about risk today sometime before I think? No. Okay. Anyway, guys, okay. So is that clear? Is risk management is there everywhere. It's omnipresent. Okay. So whenever people give inputs also, you have to think, why it is keep telling 8 days? Is there anything I can help? Is there anything I can control in that getting slipped into 8 days? Or 4 days also? Oh, wow, what magic he can bring it so that he can finish it in 4 days. That also we should ask. See, I told about the commuting time, no? So 2 hours, 1.5 hours. What could be the reason for reaching office at 1.5 hours? You should ask. So the other team member will tell, then I have to leave from the office early, then leave from the office early. Is that clear what I'm telling? I have to take a car which I'm more comfortable with. So take that car. I have to take a toll, pay additional toll charges, then pay for the toll charges. I will consider it in the project budget. Are you getting all these things, guys? I'm connecting risk also. What is risk? Anything which may happen in the future, are we able to control it? That's it. Clear, everyone?
Vishak, just a question over here on why are we not considering the variance here? Because obviously there would be a variance once you
variance
do it
is there.
practically.
Yeah. Variance means for the PMP course.
Okay.
No. Are you referring to the PMP course or that is considered? That is a separate topic altogether. Okay? I do it for some other certifications. Okay, but for the PMP they don't have it. Okay. Anything else, guys?
Oh, Vishak, can you summarize this slide just in terms of time before we break down? On a high level summary, not just in detail.
See, there are 2 kinds of estimations since you asked about the summary. One is triangular distribution, another one is beta distribution. For both, you need to collect 3 inputs: optimistic, most likely, pessimistic. Look at this: 5 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours. Sorry, not 5 hours, 1.5 hours. Okay, like that for every activity, for every anything. Anything which has got a range, are you able to appreciate it? You collect, okay, these things. And depending on the confidence level, you apply triangular distribution or beta distribution. That's it. If you're confident, go with beta. If you're not confident, go with triangular. What else, guys?
Thank you.
Vishak, this triangular distribution and beta distribution is similar to the bottom up estimate.
Different, guys. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, forget about that. This is something. Why did I pick up the traffic example? Understood? No, it is used in day-to-day life. Is that clear?
Okay. Okay.
Clear, everyone? Clement, are you clear? 4 times most likely. That's it. 4 into most likely. We are multiplying. What else? Can you speak for a break now? Anything else? Feel free to clarify, guys, or type clear in the chat.
Sorry, Vishaka, who defined these standards? Like this should be triangular, should be calculated in this way, or beta?
Don't worry, okay. See, this is all situational, okay? So this is just a process, okay? So up to the gut feeling of the project manager. I told you, if you're confident, go with beta distribution. If you're not confident, go with triangular. Simple.
No, my question is that who defined? Is there any standard institute or organization defined?
Oh,
these
this one.
formulas?
I am not sure. I think it is more connected with statistics. Okay, this formula is there. Okay, not at all related to project management. This 4 times most likely. It is statistics.
Okay.
Maybe someone can tell. Okay, it is there since a long time.
Okay.
Sir, one small request, sir. Would
Yeah.
it be nice to have a at least a 2 to 5 minutes discussion post every chapter? What type of questions may come, so that it will
That
be
will
clear.
not work like that. I will give you a homework back. Okay, you go through the first video, the most watched video I told, AC or PMP, because questions are not that easy. One slide over, let's discuss the question. It is not like that. It is far, far difficult. So my point is just note down, and then questions is a mixture of a lot of topics, because I gave you a thread of risk. Did you notice? I told about risk now. Like that, the options will be. It's not linear. Okay, it's not as simple. There will be topics of procurement, risk management, schedule, everything will be there in the options. Okay, so to get a flare of the questions, check the video what I've shared. Okay.
Sure. Okay, so thank
you. Okay, guys. So this is what we discussed before break. Okay, 3-point estimating, analogous estimating, all those things. Okay. Now the next one is we are going to discuss about the confidence level. Okay, guys. Hold on. Okay, so let's move to the next one, which is about the confidence level. Can you guys note it down like that, about the confidence level? See, whenever we are doing analogous estimate, please understand, guys, whenever we are doing analogous estimate, you know what is our confidence level? It is called a rough order of magnitude. I'm not that confident. This is just a rough order of magnitude. This is what we will tell. Correct? No? Are you able to understand? Now, what do you mean by this rough order of magnitude when we do analogous estimate? Okay, so we'll have, let's say $1,000 is the cost of doing a project. In the bracket, we will write ROM, rough order of magnitude. What does that mean? On a best case scenario, it can be completed even at $750. How did I get this $750? When I subtract 25% of $1,000. And it can even go up to $1,750. It can go up to $1,750. Is that clear, guys? So this is what is the estimate I will give to a client when I'm having a very preliminary discussion with the client. Very vague idea of what is this project all about. Are you okay, Mr. Client? Okay, if the client is okay, tells yes, then I will go ahead, form a team, prepare a WBS, and do bottom-up estimate. Is that clear? Then I will go ahead, form a team, prepare a WBS, and do bottom-up estimating. Okay, once I do bottom-up estimating, guys, see here, then my confidence level will be called as definitive estimate. Let's say after preparing a WBS and after doing a bottom-up estimating, you just saw, right? Bottom-up estimating. The cost of the project is $800. Okay. In the bracket, I will write definitive estimation. Okay. Now what happens? 1 minute. Okay. Now what happens, guys? Okay, $800. Okay, when I write definitive estimate, the confidence level is -5%. Can you tell the answers here, guys? In these two circles, what I should write?
40%. 40.
780.
So minus 40. 800 minus 40.
760, 840.
760,
Yeah.
880.
760, 880.
880.
Yes, 760.
840.
880.
880.
Is that clear? 760 and 880. How did 760 come? 5%
Minus
when you
5%.
subtract. Okay.
Oh, minus.
10% when you add, you get 880. That's it. Is that clear, everyone? Now, did you notice the confidence level of the project manager here? Here, the project manager is more confident. Okay. Now, this is going to be the reference for till the project completion. Are you able to appreciate what I'm telling? Because we have done a bottom-up estimate. This is going to be a reference for completion till the end of the project. Is that clear, everyone?
Okay.
That's it.
So
Okay.
Vishak, if let's say the cost is 880, we will be distributing this 880 into different work packages, right?
No, based on the different work packages, we arrived. Why are you telling it in the opposite way? How did we arrive at 800? Because we did a bottom-up estimate of the WBS.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we continue, guys, further?
Yes.
Now, phased estimate is not there for you people. Okay, phased estimate means, okay, big projects. Okay, they won't give you the complete. I think you guys will discuss about it later. Okay, so I will introduce a new concept. Okay, it is called as funding limit reconciliation. What I want to tell is the whole big project budget will not be given in a single shot. Instead, it will be put into pieces. That is what is called as phased estimate. Okay. By the way, one of you guys is having a lot of background noise. I don't know who is that. No, I think that person unmuted. See, I'm telling you, please enable the noise cancellation settings, okay? Then it will be pin drop silence. See, Harish is already unmuted, but we cannot hear any sound from him. Is that clear? So please do that settings, guys. It will be good for everyone. Okay. Yeah. Abhishek, go ahead. What is that?
Vishak, in our scenario, we get the cost of the project in terms of the tender cost, like it is 800 crores. So we need to bid for a best price, that is the L1 price, the lowest bid. So what
That
methodology
is not a good practice. That is not a good practice. Okay, I know this is very common in government. Okay, but the point is, if you are trying to stick to the lowest budget, then that is not what we are trying to advocate here. I will estimate the budget and get back to you. That is a philosophy.
But if I don't provide the lowest bid, I won't get the project.
That is what I'm telling. That is not in our scope. Okay, I don't have an explanation for that. Okay, because I have also dealt with participants from ISRO, DRDO, everywhere. With okay, BHEL and all. Okay, so L1 concept itself is not good. Okay, if it is followed in companies, that's the culture we have to change. Okay, see, then it is easy. Then what is the need of project management? Simply 10 people are submitting a quote. Abhishek's quote is lowest. Let's go with Abhishek. That is what happens. That is not we are expecting here. Is that clear? We have to estimate WBS and we have to do a roll up. We are talking about a structured way. Okay, that is a culture, or I would say it's a practice. Okay, so I don't have a solution for that. Did you get it? That's not a good practice, by the by. That is what I would say. Just picking up, okay, in procurement, we will see. Just picking up a lowest vendor is not a good practice. Okay. No, it's not about ideal versus practical case. There are organizations who respect it. Okay, but mostly government organizations, they find it so easy. Okay, to pick up the, like Abhishek told, L1. Okay, lowest bid, easy, over. Procurement exercise is over. That is not the way you have to do the procurement exercise. Okay, that is where the problem statement comes now. Okay, so only one solution is people like you, let you guys get yourself PMT certified, and then over a period of time, we can bring about a change. Okay, Rome was not built in a day. Okay, so it will take some time. Okay. So let's move further. Are you guys clear with this? Definitive and phased is not important, guys. Don't worry about it. But definitive and rough order, did you get a clarity? Whenever we are early stage, we go with rough order of magnitude. Once we are confident we have prepared a WBS, then we go with definitive estimate. Okay. Now the next one is cost baseline. Okay, can you start, guys? Please be ready. Please be in your video. I see many of your participants have turned off your video. I've told you multiple times. Being in the video has got its own advantage. Okay, you will be prepared for the actual PMP. If you are getting into your comfort zone, problem is with you. Is that clear, guys? Unless you are sick or having any travel issues, health issues or something, don't turn off your videos. Okay, because last day you will see the difference. People who are consistently being in the video, okay, they will be more adaptable to the 230 minutes exam. Okay, others you will be hesitant. Okay. So let's continue further, guys. Okay, next what we are going to discuss is cost baseline. Do you remember yesterday I told about schedule baseline? Sorry, not schedule baseline. Which one was that? Scope baseline is finalized. Now I'm going to tell you when do we say cost baseline is finalized. Okay, shall we start?
Yeah.
Now, can you see one curve over here, guys? This curve is called as the cost baseline. This curve is called as the cost baseline. How this cost baseline is being prepared, guys, that's what I'm going to tell you. Are you guys ready? So for that, no, I want to connect back to the previous bottom-up estimating what we discussed. Everyone, guys, please see here. In the previous slide, I told about bottom-up estimating. All of you remember, no? Now, for this bottom-up estimating, what did we do? We estimate the cost of each and every work package. $8, $10, $15, $25. Like that we estimated the cost, correct? And then we did a bottom-up estimate, correct, no? Now, I'm adding one more dimension here. Please be ready. This much is clear, no? Bottom-up. Now, what is that one more dimension I'm trying to add here is, let's say this work package, the one which I put a green rectangle, that is what we are planning to do in our week 1 of the project. Okay. Now, this one is what we are planning to do in our week 2 of the project. This is what we are doing in week 3 of our project. Like that. Okay. Now, what do we do? No, we create a table, my dear friends. Are you getting this, guys? This is something which I'm allocating that work, the first one in week 1. It need not be always in week, guys. It can be in daily or monthly or quarterly. I'm just telling an example. Are you guys getting it? Okay. So if I create a planned value table, what is the name of the table I'm telling? Planned value table. Okay. You guys have to help me. What is that number I have to write for week 1, week 2, week 3? Cumulative numbers should come. What are the cumulative numbers? First week it is 8. Second week it will be
10.
18.
Okay.
Third week it will be 18 plus 15.
33.
Like that, it will continue. Okay. Now I've shown only 3. 1, 2, 3. What if you do this for the entire project? Are you guys getting it? What if you do this for the entire project? So what will happen? Let's say the project gets over in week 72. So the number which is coming here will be
huge. Much higher. Much higher.
It will be the not obviously it will be
Final
much higher,
number.
but what is it?
Final
it will be the final
number.
total.
Yeah.
It will be the total estimate of the project, correct? No? Assume that the project will get over in week 72. Is that clear, everyone? Assume that the project will get over in week 72. That number which comes there will be the total estimate of the project. Make sense? Now, this is our plan. That is why I coined this term planned value. What is it called as? Planned value. Note it down, guys. This is important later. Okay. Once I get into the EVM topic, I will reconnect this topic again. Okay. That's why I told you guys there are a lot of interconnections. I will do it slowly over a period of time. So stay patiently. Okay. So, but can you note it down? PV stands for planned value. Now, when you try to visualize this 8, 18, 33 in a graph, how will it look like? It looks like this cost baseline curve. Is that clear? Now, what about the actual expenditure? This is what is the actual expenditure curve. Actual expenditure means what? What did you spend on a real-time basis? What happened here? Can you guys tell? Something happened at this moment. What is that?
Convergence.
It's crossing the baseline.
Break even.
Or spending.
Cost and
Matching
expenditure
the
is
value
equal.
of
Equilibrium. Break even.
Break even.
Budgeted
Break even.
values
Going
match
as
break
planned.
even.
Break even point.
expenditure.
Don't tell break even, guys. That is a commerce term. Okay, we are into project management. What does that mean? Is the planned value the actual cost exceeded the planned value. That's it. Okay, everyone. Now, this culmination point is what this week 72, whatever number which comes here, no, that is what is called as BAC. I told you, this one, this point. BAC stands for budget at completion. Is that clear? Budget at completion.
Vishak, can you just come again on that dot part? Because it's
The dot plot, it is. What is it?
this green dot. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that means this is the planned spending behavior. See, along the x-axis, what do we have? We have got time. So this is the planned behavior. This is the actual behavior. So what is happening here? The actual spending is more than the planned spend after this point. That's it. There is no name and all for this. Okay. Don't tell it is break even. That is not break even. Okay. Anything else, guys? Okay.
Vishak,
Next
what
is
the BAC that
what is
BAC that is
budget at completion. That is
budget
a
at
summation
completion.
of all the amounts of the WBS. Okay.
Okay, it should
Budget
be on
at
the
completion.
that point should be on the actual, right? Or on the
No. That is here only. So this much money. See, along the y-axis, what it is money. This money. Okay. Now, moving to a new thing, guys. Okay, see on the screen. Can you see one blue colored step I'm drawing? Can you imagine? What is this, Don't think that even if you have estimated well in advance that the project budget is $1,000, okay, the sponsor will never sign a check for $1,000 and tell, hey, Vishak, you do the project, $1,000 check, I'm writing to you. Like that, he will not tell. Instead, what happens? The sponsor will release funds only in small packets. Okay, so first the sponsor will give $150. With that $150, the sponsor will tell, okay, can I have a feasibility report? Just an example, guys, don't note it down. Okay, just listen to the flow, what I'm telling. $150 for a feasibility review. Okay, feasibility report. Once I submit a feasibility report, the sponsor will tell, yes, I'm impressed with it. Okay, I'll give you additional $250. The $250 is for, let's say, building a prototype. Okay, and then next is he will give 250, 400, another $200 for doing some testing on the prototype. Okay, for doing some testing on the prototype. Once the testing, everything is successful, favorable, then he will give how much, guys? 250, $400. $400 is for the final assembly, marketing, etc. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? So I think some of you guys have typed in the chat, Abhishek and Raj. These is called as incremental money allocation because the sponsor don't want to invest all the money initially itself. What if the project fails? We have to be very, very conservative. It is not a matter of trust. This is the behavior. Okay. See, big construction projects, the builders, they will get money from the bank only based on floor completion. Let's say 3 floor completed, they will get some amount. 5 floor completed, they will get some other amount. 10 floors completed, they will get some other amount. Like that, only the money is being released to the builder from the banks. Is that clear? Any questions? So such a term is called as funding limit reconciliation. Are you getting, guys? The agreement between the sponsor and the project manager. This is coming in the subsequent slides. I just explained everything in the same slide. Okay. The agreement between project manager and the sponsor. that, okay, you do this much, man, I will give you this much money. You do this much, I will give you next set of money. Like that, they reach an agreement. That is called as funding limit reconciliation. Big projects are driven like this only. Clear, everyone? Along x-axis is time, don't forget. And these all are major milestones. This is a major milestone. This is a major milestone. This is another major milestone in the project. Are you guys clear? Raise your hand and ask questions, guys, if any.
Funding limit.
Vishak, what if the milestone has been achieved, but there is an issue while delivering the prototype and we need additional funds?
That all we'll discuss on that milestone review. Okay, they will not let you go simply. Okay, they will question everything from the scope performance, from the budget performance, from the timeline performance. Everything will be questioned in the milestone review. Okay,
correct.
So they means who will be their governance people, senior management people, or clients representatives, something like that. Okay.
Yes, this we normally see when we are having a new project or new developments, right? There is where the prototype normally eats an additional fund than what we expected.
Correct. Clear?
It's a funding limit reconciliation.
It is. It's there in the chat. Check, guys, in the chat. Okay, reconciliation. What else, guys? Can we move further?
This evaluation we do after like the project is done, or like this is
No.
because you
This
said
is
that
done in the beginning, not at end. We do it in the beginning.
but then there is an expenditure chart also which will happen after we spend, right? And
That is
then
later. But anyway, this we do in the beginning. Cost baseline is something which we prepare in the beginning. Okay.
What is management reserve which is added here?
That is yet to discuss. That is yet to be discussed. Okay. Is this much clear, guys, everyone? Can we move to the next slide, please, regarding the management reserve? Go ahead.
Sir, can you please explain more bit about budget at completion?
That culmination, see this 8, did you notice this? Okay, as if 8, 18, 33 like that. As you keep on adding the cost of more and more work packages, finally the last work package cost also when you add, no, that results in a big value. Okay, Asif? That is called as budget at completion. Imagine, see, that's how people tell. We are targeting to complete the project in $725 million. How do they tell that accurately? Because they're doing this bottom-up estimate. Clear?
Clear.
Vishak, what is management reserve like in
That is, we'll discuss. Okay, this much we finished, guys. Okay, are you clear? Management reserve, I'll explain in the next one. Is there any more questions, guys? This you forget.
Vishak.
Yeah, I have one question here.
Yeah.
We have already defined WBS and then we move with the costing part. Now, at the time of completion of any milestone, if the project goes in, like, let's say a hypothetical example, like earlier it was an off-source project, now it comes to the on-source project. Or earlier it was a time and material, but due to some circumstances, to move to the fixed fee projects. So now how will manage the costing part in that scenario?
What is that? Tell in one sentence again.
Earlier the project was on the off-source project.
Offshore project.
Yeah. So now the scenario changed because of some at the time of prototyping or any milestone that we got some hurdles. So now client says, no, now it should not be the off-source, it should be the on-source project.
I don't understand this language. Anyway, these are situational things, no? So anyway, if it is something related to changing of the funding, then you have to go through a change request. That's all I would say.
Actually, it is change of scope.
Change of scope. So you should submit a change request. Okay, this is not related to budgeting. It is related to change request. It's a change control process we have to follow for
change
that.
Control process. Okay, got your point. Thank you.
So one thing, guys, I have to tell you, follow this hand raise order, guys. Okay, if you're asking questions, otherwise the people who have raised hand and waiting for the turn, it will be difficult. Okay, so please raise your hand and ask questions. Okay.
Yeah, Vishak, and just confirmation, the initial budget what the sponsor will be giving is a feasibility reconciliation.
No. Which one initial budget? The budget is
$150.
That is just an amount for feasibility report. Don't note it down. This is just a personal example I told. You understand like this, okay? When you go to a textile shop or when you go to buy some food, you'll give a minimum advance. No, that's it. You do this, once you deliver the first 10 slots, I will give you something extra. So don't note down like feasibility report, prototype. These are not official jargons. Are you getting it? The point is, you are ready to pay $1,000, but you won't pay the $1,000 in a single shot. You'll break that into multiple packets. That's it. So don't note it down like that. Okay, that is just an example from my experience I told.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Again, next.
Now,
Tools,
for
guys.
that, why we actually have performed the cumulative thing over here? Just to
Because we
represent
have
sort of like post
we need to
baseline
find out the
technical
total budget. No, total budget we have to find out, right?
Okay.
Why means, how do we calculate the total budget of the project? Like this, okay?
Okay.
Guys, follow the hand raise order, guys. People are waiting, okay? Let them speak first, okay? Yes, go ahead, Sumitra.
Yeah, Vishak, just for this same graph, whatever we are projecting here. So could you please help us to understand with any one budget, like example, like one 10 lakh budget, how the funding requirement, how much will be the funding requirement, what would be the cost baseline, what would be the expenditure, with an example of 10 lakh with project budget. So that will help like most of the numbers for entire team. With an example.
That's the example I told. No, that WBS what I showed you. That's it. 8 lakh, 8, 10, 15. No. So this is our planning for the week 1, week 2, week 3. So this we accumulate it and we add it up. That's how we arrive at the 10 lakh what you told.
So funding requirement, how much will be?
How much, who will tell? That depends on the relationship between project manager and the client. I told an example. You were there that time. This is an example.
Yeah. So like 150 or 250, what would be the funding requirement is going to give us now in the 10 lakh budget?
$10,000. Okay, don't bring your numbers. $1,000 is what we agreed in the example. $1,000. Out of that, $150 in the first for the feasibility report. Another $250 for the prototype, like that.
So when we go to the complete project budget, like in the BAC point, so completion stage, so all the $1,000 will be completely given, and if there is any amount which is over spending happened, so how would they take into?
That will come later. Hold on, that will come later. Okay, yeah. So can we move further? That we'll discuss in the next slide. Okay, I think we'll move to the next slide, guys. Okay, so see here, in the next slide, I will talk about the reserves. Okay, there was a keyword which you guys asked. Okay, what was that? Management reserve and contingency reserve. Contingency reserve was not there in the slide, but I will clarify it. Okay, see here. So there are two kinds of reserves, guys. Okay, please listen. One is contingency reserve. The other one is management reserve. Contingency reserve is for non-risk. Please, very, very important. Note it down. Contingency reserve is for non-risk. Management reserve is for unknown risk. Okay, please listen, guys. Okay, that is what you saw in the previous slide. Some text was written about this. Have you noticed? That was the management reserve like that. Okay, now some of you guys asked a question previously. I'll clarify that. Okay, see, some things we are matured professionals. See, why do project managers are being preferred? Because we have got some better holistic overview of how a project is progressing, which others don't have. They may be subject matter expert people, but I have got a better overview of how the project is progressing. Is that clear, guys? So when I do a project next time, please listen carefully. When I do a new project next time, me and my team members, what we will do, we will start with in an early stage of the project, we'll start with a risk identification. Simply think loud. What all can possibly go wrong? What is that? What all can possibly go wrong? Are you getting that question? That is a basic question of risk identification. Okay. And then we capture that in the risk register. So those risk is what we call as contingency reserve. Is that clear? Non-risk. Okay. Now I will tell you how it is being captured, guys. Just imagine, very, very simple. Okay. R1, something risk 1. See, now rain. Okay. Tomorrow it may rain. If it rains, my project may get affected. Is that clear? Tomorrow it may rain. If it rains, my project may get affected. In case it is affected, how much money I have to release for containing that rain effect? Okay, like that we will calculate. Let's say it is $20. Something else, R2. Imagine the country from which the supplier is giving you the raw materials, there is a war outbreak. So it may affect our project. So let the cost associated with that be $10. What about R3? Some other risk, guys, I'm not even telling. Okay, it comes to $70. So guys, are you understanding 3 risks you identified? Not sure short event, something which may happen in the future. Are you clear? 3 risks you identified. What is the sum total, guys, when it's coming up to? It's coming up to $100. Okay. Now, this $100 is called as your contingency reserve because it is for the known risk, whatever we have captured in the risk register. Now, we are experienced, but God would have decided something. Everything we cannot anticipate, everything we cannot forecast, correct? No, everything we cannot plan. Okay, so destiny will be something else. Okay, do you know everyone in this world got affected during the time of COVID? Some way or other, our project got affected, maybe manpower related, maybe inventory related, maybe emotional related. Okay, a lot of reasons our projects got affected. Correct, no? So in such cases, from where do we pull money? That is called as management reserve. So that is why I told you management reserve is for unknown risk. Is that clear? Management reserve is for unknown risk. Now, this contingency reserve is an absolute number. Did you notice? $100. But that is not the case of management reserve. Management reserve is a percentage, and it varies from company to company, project to project, country to country, industry to industry. What else you want? Listen here, guys. Management reserve varies from company to company, project to project, country to country, industry to industry. Okay, I will tell you my personal example, guys. Please listen. I started my career in Ingersoll Rand, okay, as a NPD program manager. I told, right? NPD means new product development. Okay, so even if my designation was NPD, I was handling 3 types of project. I will clarify. Okay, first is NPD. What do you mean by NPD? New product development. That means right from an idea to doing some testing, prototyping, setting up an assembly line, and finally launching it in the market. That is what we typically call as a NPD cycle. Okay, so that is one type of project. Everyone, please listen. I will make you guys answer a question. Okay, the second type of project which I have done is called as localization. Okay, localization means what, you know? See, this company which I was working, it was an MNC. They have factories in Europe, US, Australia, everywhere. Okay, so one product which we were purchasing from Italy factory or China factory. Okay, our management, India management decided that let us manufacture that thing in-house in India. So what do? We replicate the entire assembly line in India. That type of project is called as localization. Okay, the third one is called as innovation kind of projects. Innovation means what, you know? It is not just launching a new product. It's about a breakthrough technology altogether. Are you getting it? It's not about just launching a new product. It's about a breakthrough technology. Clear? So for example, I will tell you guys, okay, see in India, you know this two-wheeler market. Okay, there are a lot of two-wheeler players, correct? No? There is Honda, there is Hero, there is Yamaha. Okay, there are a lot of key players. Okay, now when you look at Bajaj as a company, okay, do you think something which Bajaj did last year, which is different from other car company, other two-wheeler companies? What is that? Do you remember?
CNG bike.
Exactly. Okay, so it is the first of a kind. Okay, in India. Okay, I don't know about other countries. Okay, CNG enabled bike, compressed natural gas. Okay, so I would categorize such a launch of a product as a
innovation.
Now I have a question to you people. I told about 3 types of project in my company. This is a personal example. NPD, localization, innovation. Out of that, you tell me, guys, which is the most risky one?
Innovation.
Least risky one is
Contingency.
Localization.
Localization. What is contingency? Three types of project time. Localization is
Localization.
least risk. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
So this basic knowledge which you guys have, no, my management people also have. Okay. So what they will do, okay, they told for localization, the management reserve is 20%. Okay. And for innovation, the management reserve is 60 to 75%. Okay. And for NPD, it is 40%. Did you get the seriousness of what I'm telling?
Yes.
20%, 40%, or in innovation, it varies. 60, you have to take an approval and all. Okay. But my point is, assume you are doing a NPD project. The same example, let us stick to. In the previous slide, I told you $1,000. Now, the $1,000 is inclusive of your bottom-up estimate plus contingency reserve. Okay, are you clear? But what about the management reserve? That will be 40% of $1,000, which is $400. So for an outside person, guys, what will be the project budget? 1,000 plus this management reserve, $400, $1,400. But for our internal tracking purpose, we always use only $1,000 because that is for the tracking baseline. Okay. And one more thing, for using management reserve, we don't have to, we have to request approval from management people. But for using contingency reserve, you don't have to ask anyone because we have got a blanket permission for every risk which we identified. Are you clear? For contingency reserve, you don't have to ask anyone's permission. But for management reserve, you have to make a presentation why we have to use this extra amount because they are giving it from the company reserve, management reserve. Clear? If these reserves are not used, it will go back to the company. Don't ask me that question. Okay, you will not be able to do anything. Only when something happens, you can use it. This is not a amount which you can use for organizing team outing or celebration or something like that. When something happened, you use it. If nothing happened, no problem. Okay. Any questions? Quick. Go in the hand raise order, guys. No question?
So this budget at completion, is it related to project budget or cost baseline?
It is related to cost baseline. Good question. See this cost baseline, no? See this curve, you remember? This curve, it culminates at the BSc. It doesn't include management reserve. That is why management reserve we consider it separately.
Okay.
Previous slide, you remember, no? That graph?
Yes, yes.
So note it down, guys. The cost baseline culminates to budgeted completion. Okay.
Yeah, this FLR, I just got confused. If you can explain just a bit.
FLR, it is over, no, actually.
Yeah, I got confused between this funding value and FLR. So,
what is funding value?
Funding requirement, sorry, funding requirement and funding limit reconciliation. I just got confused with these two.
Let's finish this, okay, first. Okay, is it clear, Deepika? Any question?
You said in word, Isha, cost baseline. Last cost baseline.
Terminates at budget completion.
Budget completion.
What is that?
Cost baseline terminates at budget completion.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Anything else, guys? Come on, speak up quickly.
So Vishak, in the earlier cost baseline of $1,000, we would have not considered the management reserve. So while I'm doing the project budget, I need to consider the management reserve. So what percentage?
We don't have to consider. We don't have to consider. Automatically, it will be decided. That's what I told. Now, if I'm doing a localization project, then the management reserve allocated to me is 20% of the project budget. Like that.
Okay.
It is decided at the management level.
Okay, so it will vary depending on project to project. It's not 20% alone.
I told a lot of things. Project to project. What else I told?
Country to country, industry to industry.
Industry to industry. Okay. Why I'm telling industry to industry, I think there are people from the oil and gas sector here. In the oil and gas sector, the management reserve percentage is very high. 150% to 250%. Because that is the level of uncertainty in those kind of industries. Clear?
Got it.
Yeah, next guys, go in the hand raise order quick.
when we say like the project is over budget or under budget, we consider cost baseline for the benchmarking,
Cost
right?
baseline, exactly, very correct. Because cost baseline is our reference. This is not in our hands, management reserve. God would have decided something. Let's face the reality. That's it.
And will the contingency reserve increases during the phases of the project if we identify more risk, or is it like a fixed amount?
Yeah,
like
yeah. No,
management?
it depends on how much risk you are identifying. If you're an expert in identifying a lot of risk, then it is good.
So each phase, it will vary, right? It is not a something like a fixed amount that we have for
Yeah, yeah.
management.
No, contingency reserve is based on your risk register. Are you identifying 3 risk or 10 risk or 30 risk or 50 risk? If you are smart
but it
enough,
will
you
be
can
a-
identify.
It will be a phased approach, right? Because we'll not be knowing everything during the beginning of the project.
Yeah, it will be a phased approach. Yeah.
Okay.
Next,
Thank you,
guys, too many hand raises here.
Say our project budget is $1,000 and contingency reserve and management reserve is certain percentage. We complete the project based
No,
on
manage
total cost.
contingency reserve is not a percentage, Prashant. It's an absolute number. See here, $1,000, $100. Only management reserve is a percentage. Yeah, continue. What is that?
Question is, when we complete the project, so this contingency absolute number and management reserve percentage, that is considered as a profit margin or how it is?
See, profit is not there in my dictionary. Okay, simple. So don't worry about these kind of things. Okay, whether you add profit or not profit and all, not our concern. Stick to project management. Okay, this is
Project
what I have
delivery.
prepared from the WBS. Is that clear? What you quote to the client, or how much is the profit, everything we are not worried. Okay. What else?
Hi,
Go ahead,
Vishak.
Arvind. Yeah.
If we are presenting breakup quotation to the customer, are we presenting management reserve also? $400 something.
This is what I told you. It's up to you. Okay, there is no clear guideline. Okay. This is just a concept, guys. Okay, what you do is up to you. Whether you want to include that also, no one is going to compel you that this should be included, not included, nothing like that. Highly subjective.
It can be, included later also, just in case.
Everything.
You have not planned for it.
No, later adding is not good. That shows your
The
inefficiency.
management reserve itself. Only the management reserve.
No, you should consider it advanced. That's why I told you. The moment I start a project, depending on the nature of the project, my management reserve gets locked. See here, localization means 20%, innovation means 60 to 75%. Okay, simply you cannot tell, okay, I want another this much money. Okay, you should have considered all this. That is what is plan-driven projects, no? Okay, next.
So, Vishak, for $1,000 project, so if I want to include management reserve, so will it be 1,400 or 1,000 including this?
No, $400 is calculated on the management reserve. That's what on the cost baseline. $1,000 and it's 40%. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. Go in the hand raise order, guys, please. Kapil.
Vishak, can we say that the management reserve is the BCP reserve, sort of like business continuity plan reserves?
I'm not sure of that. Okay, so that's what, if you are able to correlate with it. Okay, that's what I would say. But you are right. Okay, business continuity is something for any emergencies. Okay, you can consider like that. Okay, but it is spread across the company, not for a project. Okay. Yeah, next, quick, guys. We need to move on quickly. Jyoti.
This is for predictive only, right?
Yes, the baseline is for predictive. Please be very clear. There is no baseline in Agile. Okay, Tilak, next.
Sorry, Vishak, I think that even the management reserve total value is communicated at the start, or only after an emergency to change baseline, the management will allocate that.
No, it is communicated in the beginning. That's what I don't know. Based on the nature of the project. If you're doing an innovation project, then 60 to 75. This is in my case, okay, in my company. The languages can vary. This NPD localization, don't note it down, guys. This is a personal example which I'm telling. What I want to convey is, depending on the nature of the project, the management reserve will be locked.
Okay, thanks.
See, countries have got management reserves. See, why are we complicating things? See, India is relatively a big country compared to Nepal. Okay, so our country have got management reserve. Nepal also have got management reserve. Are you getting? In India, you need to get president's approval if you want to use our reserve. You cannot just use it to construct a bridge, to construct a tunnel. Do you think we can use? We have used management reserve in case of emergencies. I think during emergency period or something. Only in case of an unexpected situation when we are helpless, then with president's approval, we can use the reserve of a nation. Gold reserve is there. Why?
1991 we have used it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's what I have to tell you. Okay. During an emergency situation, we can use. That too, ministers cannot. President's approval is needed. Same thing, guys. Same concept is being applied here. Okay. What else? Saroj.
My question is regarding the contingency. Like when you talk about bottom-up estimation, that is like, you are doing a WBS breakdown, and in terms of work package, you are estimating the total best cost baseline. When you talk about contingency, the risk factor, that needs to be done in the individual level, or can you do a lump sum for like in an
No,
individual?
individual level. We'll see it later, but my simple answer is we have to estimate each and every risk. That's why I told, no, what if it rains tomorrow? What if the supplier is facing a war in his country? What if, like that, we have to identify thousands of risk, not one or two, thousands of risk. And based on that only, we arrive at the contingency risk.
On an individual package.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yes. Last, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, Vishak, if we talk about estimated completion and we use the management reserve in our project, so estimated completion will include the management reserve also in that case?
No, why? Only when some emergency happens, we need to use management reserve. Why should we simply use it?
No. So there is some emergency, suppose, and then we use the management reserve. So in that case, we will compare budget at completion and estimated completion. In that case, EAC will include management.
No, first of all, EAC is not here. Okay, don't worry. Okay, we'll discuss it later. Okay, because of your extra knowledge, now you're confusing it. Okay, keep it separate. Estimated completion. That's it. Clear? We'll not discuss about it now. Clear?
Yeah, we can move on.
I have one question here. By or any chance, if we have used the management reserve cost, so at the time of completion of the project, what will be the when will compile the target versus actual? So will it increase the cost baseline also, or that we will calculate separately?
We'll go through a change request. We'll see then. Okay, but it won't happen like that. Okay, first thing they will do is they will fire the project manager. Okay, because based on the nature of the project only, they have identified the management reserve. If you are exceeding that also, that means something is very wrong with your planning. I would say the other way around. Simply, if you are planning a trip, you have allocated $2,000. Simply, what if the trip expenses are $5,000 like that? If you ask something which is very poor with the planning, okay, you have to pay for it. Pay means not pay for it. You have to bear the consequences of it. Okay, that's why plan-driven projects. You have to plan. You have to consider all this. Okay. Next. Over, everyone. Okay, we'll move further now. Thanks, guys. Okay, so see the term funding limit reconciliation, which I told you is here. Okay, you guys can read it later. Okay. That's it, guys, towards the end of our budgeting. Are you guys clear? We had a discussion on scope. We had a discussion on costing, correct? Now we are into scheduling. Are you guys ready? The next topic. So let's continue, guys. You don't have any questions. Now, what you see on the screen, okay? The title is project schedule. But what I want to zoom the screen and show you guys is, can you see this? This is what is a screenshot of a beautiful software called as, which software is this? Which software it is?
Microsoft Project.
Microsoft Project.
Exactly.
MS Project.
Exactly. It is actually MS Project. Okay. Now, the two main famous softwares which are used for project planning is one is MS Project, the other one is Excel.
Primavera.
Primavera. Okay. Primavera.
Monday.com.
That's okay. That all are web based. Okay. What I'm telling is the two major heavy softwares are MS Project and Primavera. Is that clear? No, not Jira and all. This is for project planning. Okay. That level of detailing is not there. Okay. Those are more used in Agile. Okay. Jira, Confluence and all. Okay. Here it is mainly MSP and Primavera. Okay. If you look at it is Microsoft Project. It looks very similar to Excel, as you can see. The color scheme itself is like Excel. Correct, no? Okay. Now, did you see here, guys, what is see on the right side? This is what is called as
Gantt chart.
Gantt chart, exactly. Okay. So a simple thing I will tell you guys, Gantt chart. Okay, note it down, guys, everyone. Okay, Gantt chart is a way of visualization which any company you go, whether it is banking, whether it is pharmaceutical, whether it is manufacturing, aerospace, whichever company you go, the leaders, the leadership people, they love Gantt chart. Is that clear? They love Gantt chart kind of visualization. Okay. Now, what else I want to tell? When you look at this Gantt chart, can you remember couple of names I told you apart from predictive? What is that name which is coming to your mind when you see this?
Water flow.
Sequential.
Sequential. Waterfall. Waterfall. Okay. So can you look at the screen, guys? Are you able to visualize a waterfall here? See a beautiful waterfall. How many of you guys can visualize?
Yes.
Good, no? That is why predictive projects are also called as waterfall projects. Okay, simply don't tell waterfall. Understand why. Okay, it is called as waterfall projects. Clear, everyone? No. We're just in the introduction of schedule. Okay, guys, stay patiently. Okay, give me another half an hour. We'll be able to connect the dots properly. Okay. Now, the next one, what I'm going to tell you people is, okay, as you can see here, okay, there is a keyword here, milestone. Okay, so I'll ask you a question. Okay, guys, so what do you think will be the duration of a milestone for a project? Okay, I'll tell you 4 different options. Okay, one is 0 day, second one is 1 day, third one is depends on the project, fourth one is cannot be determined. Please.
Depends on the project.
Depends on the project. Depends on the project.
Okay. So, some people are confidently telling what? Some people are confidently telling
0
days. Exactly. See, when I say telling and you guys are telling confidently, it is 0 days. Okay. But some people are telling option 3. What is that? Depends on the project. Okay, that is wrong. Is that clear? The duration of a milestone is always 0 days because milestone is just a moment. It's a significant point in the time axis. Can you see here? This is time is running. Okay. So you guys are here in a mission, correct? No, you guys are here in a project. This session will get over. Okay. Training plus exam prep will get over. Okay. By October 5th, no, something like that. Okay. But the date of scheduling the exam, that will vary. Correct? No? Some people will schedule it on 10th of October. Some people will schedule it on 15th of October. Some people will schedule it on October 30th. Some people may go up to November 5th. Okay. But guys, please listen. That moment is always, it's a moment. Don't tell me, okay, I spent this much days for PMP preparation. So the milestone duration is that. No, it's not like that. Milestone is a moment. Either you can give the exam on October 5th, or if you are stuck with some emergencies, it may go to October 10th. Still, if you're stuck with some emergency, it may go to November 5th. Like that. Are you getting it, guys? That's it. The milestone will shift, but the duration of the milestone is always 0 because it's a culmination of a lot of activities. Okay, just like as you can see in this diagram, what is this diagram showing? Okay, this is a milestone. This is a milestone, and you are traveling kilometers and kilometers.
Milestone journey. Map to milestone.
What is that?
Roadmap to the milestone.
Exactly, roadmap for the milestone. It may take 10 days or it may take 200 kilometers, but don't tell the milestone duration is 200 kilometers. It is still 0 only. Is that clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Any questions? Yes. Can you continue?
Yeah.
Any questions, anyone? Are you able to appreciate why milestones are 0 duration? This is a very basic question which is asked in interviews. It's a moment. Okay, which year you graduated? I can ask you a question. Will you tell the whole year you graduated? No, it's a moment. Graduation year. Which year you got your first job? Which year you switched from your first company to the second company? Are you getting it? Everything is a moment in your time axis. Is that clear, everyone?
So we can say when the project is delivered, the milestone is achieved. So
Exactly. Okay. Can you move further, guys? Everyone? One minute. Now the next what we are going to, yeah, what is that? Are you telling something? Hello? Nothing, no?
No.
So the next topic what we are going to discuss is called as activity dependencies. Okay, activity dependencies. Okay, that means between two activities, what is the connection? Okay, between two activities, what is the connection? Okay, so on the screen you can see the first one is called as mandatory. Very basic, guys. I want you to think at a very grassroots level. Don't complicate. Okay, think like a layman. Are you guys ready for that? That's it. Okay. So mandatory means what, you know, guys? You have to do it. Correct? No, you have to do it. For example, I will tell you guys, yesterday when I explained about the eligibility criteria, what did I tell? 36 months of experience is mandatory for you guys to take up this course of PMP. If you don't have 36 months of experience, then this course is not for you. Simple. Are you guys getting it clear? If you don't have 36 months of experience, so that is a mandatory dependency. Okay, imagine you have got a very aggressive boss. Okay, you have to get the leave approval from your boss. Then only you can plan your travel. Correct? Simply you cannot tell, it's okay, I can tell him, I can convince him. Is it possible? No. You have to get your leave approval done well in advance before you plan a holiday with your family. That is what is a mandatory dependency. Clear? Now, discretionary means what? It's the opposite of mandatory. Are you getting it? Discretionary is the opposite of mandatory. That means your wish. Optional. Have you heard it, guys? Optional. Your wish. For example, in this batch, yesterday I shared the application process video. Some people have watched it. They have created an application summary. They have applied it. Correct? Some people, they have watched it. They asked me some questions today morning and I could help them, I believe. Okay. I gave you the confidence that you guys can apply it. Okay. If you're not confident this week, next week you apply. Like that I clarified. So it is up to your discretion. Correct? No? Some people, even on the last day, even if I tell 30 times, guys, at least 30 to 50 times I'll tell throughout our batch. Please apply. Please apply. In spite of all those, some lazy fellows will not listen. Okay. Even on the last day, they would not have applied. So it is their discretion. Can I force them? It is their choice. That is what is called as discretionary relationship. Is that clear? Now the next is external. External means what, you know, which is outside your project domain. See, I want to tell you one thing, guys. This project manager is like a frog in the well. Okay, he is very calm, composed, and safe when you are inside the well. But there is a whole world outside. My company is doing a project. You are just part of the project ecosystem. But there are a lot of things which are happening outside my project, within the organization. And outside the organization also. New law, new regulations, outbreak of a war, occurrence of a tsunami. Everything are external. Are you guys getting it? Internal means what? Something which is in our control, team's control. Okay, that is what is internal dependency. For example, sometimes team members will think, okay, can we work on this Sunday and take a complimentary off next week? That's a choice which the team is doing it together. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions?
Can you explain the discretionary one? I missed it.
Optional, your wish. Okay. So regarding discretionary, what is it I've told you yesterday? I shared an application process video, but few people went through it. They applied. It's your wish. No one is going to compel you. So it's not mandatory. Clear?
Is it all general, or we have any like we are learning it for general, or is it related to like we have to apply in projects?
No, we have to apply. Why? Because that's a good question she have asked. See, whatever is mandatory, we don't have a choice. Whatever is discretionary, once a project is in execution stage, we can little bit tweak here and there. That is why. Did you see here? What did you understand from this? Tell me, when I put this tick mark. Mandatory, discretionary, external, internal. What did you understand from this tick mark? Come on.
It is mandatory, but it is from external.
Mandatory and external. No need of but. Mandatory and external. Yes, go ahead, Asif. Any question?
Vishak, how these 4 we are actually, learning under schedule? I'm just
That's
wondering.
what will come. That will come. Okay, keep wondering. Okay, give another. Okay, 15 minutes. We will finish. Okay, are you clear with this, guys? This is what is this? Activity dependencies. Think of two activities, small activity, painting work. Okay, cementing work. Like that, when we tell no, we need to connect the dots. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Is that clear? See, how are we arriving at some big project timelines? How we in news and all have you seen? They will tell the airport construction will get over by 2030. Okay, how are they telling? Based on these activity dependencies only. Is that clear? For each and every small activities. Okay. I think I'll move further, guys. Okay, and I will clarify the next one so that you will get it. Okay. Asif, anything?
Yeah, I have a question on the external dependency. What I understood that it is outside the project boundaries. Okay. Let's say I'm doing some construction work. Okay, I'm constructing a house. Okay, and I want to get the electricity into that house. Okay, that is the external dependency, right? Is
Very
it right?
correct. Anything which is not in our control. Some inputs you are expecting from the client. Some inputs some electrification work. You cannot drive it, no? Electricity board should be able to give you. Okay. There may be some hurdles. There may be wire not reaching, internet connection. Okay. That all are external factors. It is needed for our project. That doesn't mean we can come up with self-sustained internet connection. We may have to rely on third-party companies.
Okay. Yeah, and similarly, the internal one is that it's internal to the project. Maybe it is the shortage of resources or the budget allocation or the withdrawal of the project itself. It's the internal one, right? This is my correct understanding.
Exactly. For example, we are deciding let's work on a holiday. Take a complimentary off some other day. Or imagine 10 people are there. 2 of them went for an emergency, medical emergency. How are we going to manage the remaining project? Those all are internal costs, internal dependencies. Clear, everyone? Any questions? All good? So let's move further, guys. Okay. Next is on the screen. The previous one, what we discussed, no, that is what is the soft logic, guys. Soft logic. Because those are more of our imaginations. I told, no. See, he just told, okay, about electricity. Okay, it's just, he thinks that it's an external dependency. Sometimes it can affect our project. Correct? No, that's our imagination. Now, what are we going to discuss now is the hard logic, guys. Okay, hard. Okay, clearly we feed this data into the software called as Microsoft Project or Primavera. Okay, on the screen I have put 4 circles. Did you notice? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have a question to you people. Okay, this question is to the experts. Okay, how many of you guys, first of all, tell me, how many of you guys have got an active license of Microsoft Project or Primavera in your laptop? This is for volunteering, guys. Okay, if you are ready to help, then only you reveal. Simply, don't tell. Do you have a license? Okay, Clement, David, you have got? Who else have got? MS Project or Primavera? Type in the chat, guys. Which one?
I've got MS Projects.
MS Project. Okay. Anyone else, guys? Only he? Simply don't tell. Yes. If I have got. Who else? You got a licensed version? MS Project? Great. Who else, guys? Only 2 people. Okay. So I'll suggest one thing, guys. Okay. I don't know if I'm not comfortable with MS Monday.com. Okay, Venkatesh. So I don't know whether every functionality what we are discussing here is there. Kapil, you have got MS Project in your laptop?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So what you have to do, guys, listen others, the people who are typing MS Project in the chat, no? You do one thing, okay? Anyway, you guys are forming a group, no? So someday, some other time, or maybe before our session starts, try to ask these experts, can you join for a half an hour discussion? Something like that. Okay, today evening you can do. Are you guys getting it? It will be always good. Okay, have a self-organizing behavior, guys. Don't rely on me totally. Okay, so some things I have a boundary. Okay, I have to stick to that boundary. I would love to elaborate more, but in the interest of time, I may be forced to stop my discussions. So it's always good to self-organize. Okay, try posting a question in the group, guys. Who can give a walkthrough on MS Project today evening? Let you post a question, provided you are also available. So 10 people is enough. Is that clear? Try practicing it, guys, today. It will be very, very helpful. Okay, now coming back to our topic. Okay, there are 4 precedence relationship on the screen. Can you see here, guys? First precedence relationship is called as finish to start. Second one is called as start to start. Third one is finish to finish. The last one is start to finish. Now I have a question to the experts in this batch. Okay, the people who type the MS Project. Okay, out of the 4, which is the most common which you have used in your career? Most common which you have used in MSP?
Finish to start.
Finish to start.
Finish to start.
Everyone agree? Did you hear others told? I will elaborate why. Okay, finish to start is the most common. Which is the rarest, guys?
Start
to finish. Start to finish. Or finish to finish.
Rarest is start to finish. Okay, no doubt. Okay, so for the others, don't worry. I'll start this discussion. Are you guys ready? So first is, let us discuss the first one. What is the first one written here? Finish to start. Are you guys ready? Everyone? Finish to start. So what does this arrow denote, you know, guys? From the arrow itself, it is important. See here. From the activity A, finish of the activity A to the start of the activity B. What is that? From the finish of the activity A to the start of the activity B. FS. Okay. So activity A gets over and then only activity B starts. Okay. Activity A gets over and then activity B starts. That is what is called as finish to start. Okay. Are you guys clear? So let's say some basic activity, guys. Okay. Just imagine you are sending an email. Okay. X is sending an email to Y. Now, Y responding to X will be possible only when X have finished sending an email to Y. Did you get the logic?
Yes.
First this should happen. Finish. Then only the second one can start. Okay. Or a different example. Okay. Let's say breakfast. And then after that, there is a medicine. First, you should finish your breakfast. No? Then only you can think about having a medicine. That is the next thing. Are you getting the logical constraint what I'm telling? Are you thinking? That is what is called as finish to start relationship. Okay. Now the next one is, look at the screen, guys. Okay. Activity A and activity B. Okay. What is the connection you can see here, guys? First of all, I will tell you the wrong way. Okay. Do you know what is the wrong way people usually used to tell by looking at this? The wrong way is A and B started together. A and B going in parallel. What is that? A and B started together. A and B going in parallel. Both are wrong, guys. Note it down. Both are wrong. What is the correct way, you know? Whenever A starts, B also starts. Or the start of A drives the start of B. Is that clear, guys? Don't tell started together. That is wrong. What is the correct way of telling? The start of A drives the start of B. If the A is getting delayed by 1 week, B will also get delayed. Did you get that point? If A gets delayed, B will also get delayed. Clear? Any questions, anyone? Ready to start?
Means dependency, right?
Mummy.
Everything in the screen is dependency only. Why only that? In every case, B is dependent on A. Every case, B is dependent on A. So for start, I will tell an example, guys. You know, train have got an engine, okay, and the remaining coaches, okay. So what is the connection, guys? First, the engine will start. Then only the remaining coaches will start along with the engine. Okay, so able to imagine what I'm telling? Train, okay. Once the engine starts and moving, then only the remaining coaches also will move along with the engine. Okay. Now the same is the case with finish to finish also. What about finish to finish? In case of finish to finish, check the arrow, guys, direction. Okay. See, whenever A gets finished, that time only B also gets finished. See here, whenever A gets finished, see the direction of the arrow, guys. Please listen, please listen. Whenever the A gets finished, that time only B will also finish. Same example, whenever an engine stops, that time only the remaining coaches also stop. Is that clear? Now in projects, now you'll expect some examples, okay? I'll tell you, I'm telling an activity, okay? So let's say now Narendra have started a raise hand, okay? So I'm telling one activity Narendra have to do, okay? But whenever he starts, at that time only, next person who have raised hand is Clement. At that time only, Clement should also start, like that I'm telling. So what is the connection? Start to start. Same is the case with finish to finish. See, whenever Narendra finishes, no, Clement, you also have to finish. Like that, when we tell no, that is what is finish to finish.
But how do you determine? Is there a dependency you want to determine or draw the?
That is your logic. I told no. So for example, some activity. Okay, let's say a paint can. I will just tell a layman example. Okay, paint can is opened. Okay, whenever you open a paint can, make sure that you are painting maximum number of rooms possible. Because otherwise, what will happen? If you just focus on today, I will paint only one room. And that if you focus now, what will happen? The paint will get solidified. I think the logic you have to apply, common sense. Okay. Or in IT example, I will tell you, sometimes development work will start, coding work. Parallelly, we will start the testing also. Why? That is a practice, some cases. So what happens? Whenever development work starts, testing also starts. But if the development work gets delayed, then the testing also will get delayed. Did you get it, guys? Any questions? Up to this much, any questions, guys? Feel free to ask. Finish to start, start to start, finish to finish. These are logic. That's it. See, for example, I will end the session, guys. Okay, in another 20 minutes, I will end the session. Whenever I end the session, what will happen? It will end for all of you guys. Everyone. It's a finish to finish. I am driving you people. Correct, no? There are 100 participants here. My clicking end button is driving every 100 other participants who are here right now. Clear?
Sorry, just for my clarity on this start to start and finish to finish. So when we say the dependency between activity A and B in terms of the start to start, so for activity B to start, I should have some part of the activity of A should have been completed so that activity B can start. Is that what you're referring to?
No, it's not completed. It should be started. Okay. The start of the activity A triggers the start of the activity B. Don't use the word completed. That's the only mistake. Rest all, whatever you said, Clement, it is right. You have to use start 2 times. I'll repeat again. The start of the activity A drives the start of the activity B. Clear?
No, I'm just thinking through.
The engine example I told, no, the engine should start, then only the other compartment will start.
Now, how do we correlate this in a, let's say, in a project management or a project, right? Like, for example, in a
I told, no, see, that's what I told you. Development work. Okay, you are, Clement, you are a developer. Okay. And I would say, okay, Chandu is a tester. So you should start developing something, no, Clement? Then only you can, Chantu can think about testing. You start. Or I start the session, okay? Another example I will tell, okay, Clement? I am starting the session. You guys may join some 5 minutes early. Tomorrow, you guys may, sorry, next week you may join some 5 minutes early. But will the session start? You will have a casual chit chat only, right? The session will start only when I start. Again, an example of start to start.
Yeah, that's where my question lies, right? In the same example, right? Like I can start the testing only if I start the development. But when can I start the testing? Without completing the development, I cannot start the testing, right? Without completing the development,
No. Parallel you can start. That is the beauty. See, what is the beauty of start to start? You don't have to wait for the other one to finish.
Okay.
Maybe I can give better example on this.
Testing doesn't
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
testing it
There
without
is a ETL job runs. Okay, the log monitoring also runs parallelly. Before ETL starts, log cannot be monitored, right? So that's where start to start. We relate it.
Yeah. I'm getting
I
it.
think test. I think also the test-driven development is also the similar to the start to start.
Guys, you start something, you need the one thing to start so that you can do the other thing. Keep it simple. That's just like Harish told you, you're monitoring something. You have to start something. Let's say you're monitoring the vitals of a patient. You have to start the ECG machine and then you have to note down. Without starting the machine, how will you note down? How will you monitor? Something like that. Are you getting? What else? Jyoti?
Yeah, Vishak, for the example for finish to finish, just wanted to clarify the starting point doesn't matter, right? The
That is a
activity A
good
and B, it may vary.
Yes,
Okay.
that is a good question. Okay, see, that is one thing I wanted to clarify, guys. Okay, for the start to start, the finishing time doesn't matter. Okay, Jyoti, it can be like this. See here. Okay, at the same time, for finish to finish, the starting point doesn't matter. See, I can draw a different example. See. Clear?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Next,
So,
Deepika.
my question is, the precedence relationship can be applied in both predictive as well as.
No, only in predictive. Okay, we don't have this much complexity in agile projects. Okay, it is more straightforward. Today we are done with the topic, no product backlog. We look at the time boxing there. We don't look at the precedence relationship there. Okay. It doesn't go that much complicated in agile because that framework is more light. You can, but it will become complicated. Why? Because there we believe in completing task, each and every individual task. Here we believe in the logical connections. Okay, this is more applicable in predictive. Don't simply note it down, understand. The predictive is for big projects. Okay, today someone told, no, I think electrification work, plumbing work, okay, or putting floor, painting. Okay, simply if you do it in a wrong way, gone.
But Vishak, in agile also when we plan according to dependency also, right?
This much complication is not there. Simple. Okay, because this we do it in a proper schedule in the Microsoft project. We plan for 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, and all. That is more of a task level. Okay, that's all I can tell. So you can use it. The more you tell that this is used in Agile also, then Agile will become heavy. So I don't want to convey a feeling like that. This is not much used in Agile. That's the conclusion I want to give. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the last one, guys. Okay, shall I continue with the last one? This I didn't explain. Start to finish. Are you guys clear with this three, please? Feel free to ask. Look at the example also, which has been put in the chat.
Hmm?
Hi, Vishak. Could you please explain the F2F finish to finish, if possible, and with example?
Yeah, you have to finish 2 activities at the same time. That's it. I don't care about the start. See, I'm telling to 2 resources. Okay, one is Sarita and another is Balaji. Okay, I'm telling that. Okay, see, Balaji, look here. Whenever Sarita completes her work, go on mute, guys. Whenever Sarita completes her work, you should also finish. Rather, when we tell, no, that's it. It's a finish to finish.
Okay.
Or
thank you.
whenever I end the button, see the moment I stop the share screen, I can see the end button. The moment I press end button, the session will be ending for everyone here. Because I am driving you people to finish the session.
We should start to finish.
Start to finish,
We'll
I didn't
finish
start,
and
guys.
start.
Okay, hold on. No, hold on. Start to finish, we didn't reach.
Finish,
Okay?
finish to start. Finish to start. We'll
Finish
finish
to
and
start is
we'll
the
start
most.
one activity.
Yeah, exactly.
Common.
Once we have to finish. Imagine we are
Right?
supposed to get a exactly. Imagine we are supposed to get a sign off from a client. Until and unless we get the sign off from the client, we won't start the next activity. Clear, guys, everyone?
Fine.
Visak, the start to start or the finish to finish includes the finish to start as well?
What are you telling? These are for different logical connections between the activities.
Yeah, it's logical connection, but I see that there is some relation in the start to start with the finish to start, because activity A will be started, then the activity will be start, right? Means activity A should be started and it is already finished. Okay, then the activity B will start, right?
That is what is finish to start. Clear?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I was so maybe I'm overthinking on this. Okay.
Something else, guys. So these things you can just ask. Okay, if you are finding it difficult to understand, just again I would say take the help of ChatGPT. Just ask. Okay, simple day-to-day examples of finish to start. I told you about train and its engine. That's a beautiful example for start to start and finish to finish. Clear? Just like that, finish to start. Okay, so finish to start, just check what Harish have typed in the chat. Okay, there is a handoff. Okay, dev team, testing, deploy. Okay, dev work is over, finished. Then only testing will start. Simple. Okay, everyone. Anyone? It's an output from GPT actually. What you have got? Yeah, a lot of examples are there. Okay. Shall we move further, guys? Everyone.
Visak, see from the beginning of the course from yesterday, right? I see the predictive. Okay. I cannot correlate which topic is related to the predictive and which is not to the non-predictive. Okay. So can you please in the beginning can you tell us, okay, this type of presence relationship is related to the predictive?
No, you better ask at the right time. Okay, wherever you are having confusion, better ask. Over. For example, this one belongs to which one you feel?
Yeah, I got clarified when this yeah, and during the questions, right? Question and answer session, right? It comes under predictive.
That's it. Okay. See, the reason intentionally it is not rigid. That is why. See, don't think this is an easy course. Okay. Like A for apple, B for ball, like that. It doesn't work. Okay. Wherever you have a confusion, better clarify that time itself, because some are applicable in both predictive and agile. It is not a linear approach. Are you getting? This is what I've been telling right from day one. Okay. Yesterday onwards. Okay. It is confusing. 2 days you need to connect the dots properly. Wherever you are feeling the disconnect, feel free to ask. Okay. I think again, some example is there from Balaji. Okay, you can look at this, guys. Okay, painting and plastering is a common example. Okay, first you have to do plastering, then only you can think about painting. Check the chat, guys. Everyone, FS, very good. Okay, the second one is what I told you: coding and testing. Okay, you have to start coding to start testing. Correct? No, check, guys, in the chat. Thanks, Balaji, for sharing. Okay, next one, finish to finish. Finish to finish means what? Only when the other one gets over, the last one gets over. Okay, so for example, what is that?
For example, and I can give this one, for finish to finish, the data migration and then the data validation. First, the migration should happen, so then only we can do a data validation, right? For finish to finish.
Should happen like that when you tell no, there is a confusion. Is it like finish to start? There is a language issue there. But I think you got it right, no? It's fine. Okay. Shall we continue, guys? Oh, okay. So Balaji have already told the surprise which I have kept for start to finish. Okay. So next, let's move to start to finish, guys. This I haven't discussed with you people. Okay. So what is that I want to tell us? He has already typed in the chat. Please check, guys. Okay. This is applicable in shift environment, guys. That is what I wanted to tell you people. Okay. Shift environment means, imagine, doctors, nurse, or security staff in our apartment, in shopping mall and all, they have got a shift culture. There is a morning shift guy and there is an evening shift guy. Okay. See here, guys, I will write here evening shift. Okay. And here I will write morning. Okay. Now, the evening shift guy, until and unless he has started, the morning shift guy cannot go home. Think of two doctors, guys. Okay. Morning shift doctor, evening shift doctor. See, time is 6 p.m. I'm going home. Like that, can a morning shift doctor go home? Not possible. Yes, to ensure that the evening shift doctor have started. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Any questions? That is a classic example of start to finish. You can use it in project management if you want. I will tell you examples. In transition kind of projects. Transition means there is an old website, there is a new website. The old website, can you just shut down like that? No. The new website should be open and live and operational. Then only the previous website can be closed. Are you understanding, guys? Any questions? Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
In the beginning, you asked everyone, what is the common practice that everyone uses, and everyone said, like finish to start. So, and the examples you gave, like during the session, are all generic. But in the real example, everyone is using finish to start. So why we are learning other things for generic purpose, or are we even using in projects?
We are using in projects, but everyone's project is different, Jyoti. Simple. See, for a construction person, he will tell painting and plastering. For an IT person, he will tell coding and testing. Okay. For a, what I would say, automobile person, he will tell assembly of the base and assembly of the interiors of the car. Like that. So it will vary. That is why we are not sticking to project specific examples. Okay. Whichever industry you belong to, you can think.
And the chart you were mentioning, like initially when you talked about MS projects, there was a Gantt chart that was mentioned. Is it for that every precedence that we need to make, or?
So that is more of a, see, I will connect the dots slowly. I told you that time have come. That Gantt chart is more, have you heard about the phrase 10,000 feet above sea level, like that? That is more of a visualization of a big project from a top view. That is why I told you leaders love Gantt chart. This is for each and every small activity. Okay. So first you finish this, then only you can do this. Like that when we tell, no, this is for small activities. Okay. When you zoom the screen, no, you'll be able to see this kind of relationship in the scheduling software. I'll show it in the next few slides. Okay. Any questions, guys, so far? Anything else?
Yeah, Vishak, just last thing. I wanted to just differentiate between finish to start and start to finish.
First of all, both are totally opposite. Okay, first understand that. Totally opposite. Because in this case, look at the direction of the arrow. Let A gets finished, then only B can start.
Yeah.
Okay. In the other case, it is not like that. Let A get started, then only B can finish. That's why I told about morning shift and evening shift doctor. See here. Evening shift doctor have to start. Okay, Manoj. Then only morning shift doctor can finish and go home. This is totally opposite. Here A have to finish, then only B can start.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
If finish to finish, okay, start to finish arrow is
opposite.
But why you have written on the morning on the B side?
Because you tell me who is driving. Imagine, okay, Harish and Manoj. Okay, it's two people. Manoj is from the evening shift. Are you clear? Okay. So until and unless Manoj comes to the hospital, okay, Harish, you cannot leave from the hospital. You are supposed to stay back. Your finish is driven by the start of Manoj. If he is late by half an hour, you have to stay back. That's your etiquette, no? Simply, you cannot leave the hospital and go. Okay, clear? Got it? Hello? Close the loop.
See, the activity B must start before the activity
No,
A
no,
can
no,
finish.
no. Which
That's
one you
what
are
the
telling?
meaning.
No, that is wrong. Which one you are referring? Start to finish?
Yeah.
Start to finish is activity B should finish only after activity A is started. Look at the direction of the arrow. This is a start, this is a finish. This is a start, this is a finish. So activity A should start. Okay, then only activity B should finish. Clear?
Okay,
Yes,
I just
yeah,
misleaded by Balaji's message there. The new security guard task B starts before the old security guard task A can finish.
Why? Because in his example, the A and B are interchanged. His example is correct only. His example is correct. Okay, but the alphabets have
arrow
got
is still
interchanged.
right
Okay,
only, right? I mean, from
that
start
is that
to
that
finish.
yeah, that is a problem when you use GPT. Okay, Balaji, because my example it is A and B. In your case, the A and B are ulta, opposite. Okay. Anyway, are you guys clear, guys? In India, you know IRCTC new website. Okay, just imagine, Harish, old website. The new website should be live, correct? No, then only
Right.
the old website can be sunset. Check iPhone. Okay, iPhone, every time they have got a brand new version available in the market. Only when they ensure that they have a brand new website, the previous website, the previous model, they will sunset. Is that clear? If they
Right.
simply sunset, no, people will migrate to some other phone company. Clear?
There should not be gap between the previous and
There
the
should not be a
new
gap.
one.
Exactly.
Gap.
There should not be any gap. Is
And
that clear, guys?
in first and finish to start, there might be a gap.
Yeah. That's it, guys. We'll put a hard stop here. Don't worry. Okay, we are catching up next week also. I just want to utilize the last 2-3 minutes to ask if you guys have any general questions. Don't worry about topic. We will meet next week also. Do you have any general questions? Feel free to utilize this next couple of minutes for that. General questions, please listen to my disclaimer. Yeah. Anything, Kiran?
Yeah, hi, Vishak. Just wanted to check where can we access this recording sessions?
It will be shared. That I told before also. Tomorrow, you'll get a mail from support@stargel.com.
Okay.
Okay, which will have the recording, which will have the presentation and an official group, which is created by the institute. You guys are having a separate group, that's fine, but the institute will share an official group by tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much.
What else, guys? Come on, quick.
So regarding the document, uploading, so do they guide us? I mean, the Star Origin?
That's what I told you. First, you watch the video, application process video. So don't rely, guys. We are project managers. I told you this practice before also. First, you watch the video and you apply. Don't rely on guidance from someone. Okay, we all are project managers. I told you the how part of it. I told you the prompt also. Correct? No, I think 2 times I explained. Okay, take the help of ChatGPT. Watch my video. Create a write-up. Use a right prompt for the ChatGPT, and then pick up the output, modify it, and then submit it. Nothing will happen. They will not penalize you. Okay? You try it once and see what happens. Don't be careless. Don't use it as a luxury for being careless. Do your efforts well. The application process alone, it will take some 3-4 hours if you are not from a project background. Okay. Yeah. Ifa, go ahead.
Hi, Vishak. So, what do you recommend we do before the next session? Like,
Application completion. I told you
application
clearly, guys.
completion is no. Application completion is one that everybody have to go through.
Correct.
And then we should watch whatever the link you
One
have
video.
given
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
First video you have to watch. Simply don't watch it. Make sure you note down what is the lessons learned from that. Okay.
Okay. And so this PPT, whatever you have been presenting, that will also be shared on Monday.
Monday, yeah.
So this is a part of a lesson 1. Are we completed the lesson 1 or still?
No. We have a long way to go. Yeah, long way to go. Don't worry.
Okay. So whatever you have shared or have been sharing the screen, that PPT will also be shared, and then we have to go
It
through
will be
those
shared.
PPT.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So our homework would be like, from my perspective, our homework will be like watch through your video, the first video, and then go through this PPT until the next class, before we meet next class.
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
Samya.
Hi, Vishak. I've filled the application, but it has gone in audit. So it is asking reference of my employer that I have taken that I'll give. Next was the certificate of training. That also I believe you will give it to me and then I can apply it. One
That
was
is a
the
problem. Okay. 1 minute. That is a problem. Okay. The people who have been chosen for audit, you have to wait for the course to get over. Others, they will have an advantage over you. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Because I drove the application initially in this batch, but ideally trainers are supposed to drive the application only on the last day. But as a good friend of you, all of you, I drove the application early. But you couldn't take the benefit out of it. Okay, discretionary dependency. Today we are seeing it. Okay, so you'll get a course completion certificate only by last day of the training session. You have to wait till then, no
okay.
problem. Okay, no other
That
problem.
is okay. I'll
But
wait.
in the
And
meantime,
then
complete the other formalities, audit, reference and all. Okay.
okay, that I'll do. And another question I wanted to ask that so after that, the audit process is completed, then they will give me a slot for date and time of exam. Because
No,
they
then
said
you have
that
to
till
ask for the
30th
voucher.
November
No,
you
hold
have
on, hold.
to.
30th number you have to.
Okay.
No, you will get a course
Sorry.
completion certificate that you have to attach it. That's it. You will get a course completion
Okay, that
certificate
I'll
that
do,
you have
but
to
in
attach.
that, understood. The PMI is saying that till 30th November you finish the audit process. So
There is
once
enough
I'm
time.
done with the
30th
audit
November is,
process, yes,
yeah,
yes, understood. But like I'm planning to take exam on 5th October, 4th or 5th October wala weekend.
that
So
won't be possible for
my
you.
date,
That won't be possible for you. That's what I'm
okay,
telling. Sorry to tell like that. Because your application is chosen for audit, no? So audit means your session will get over by 14, 7 and 14, 20 and 21,
Still
27,
possible,
20th
20.
I guess.
September.
30th of September you will get. Okay. No, I'm telling on a pessimistic basis. Okay. Let's
Okay,
say 29th or 30th of September you will get the course completion certificate.
okay,
Then you have to follow
done.
up with the point of contact for the voucher. Try to follow up now itself. Okay. Maybe next week itself you ask for the voucher. So
Voucher
they
for
should give
what?
you. You have opted for a package, no, where the institute will take care of your expenses. Voucher, training voucher, examination voucher.
Yes. Okay.
That's it. You have to
Okay,
ask for
okay.
that.
Understood,
Okay.
understood.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
and then
hopefully
I
let's
can give it to
try.
PMI.
Okay.
Yes, yes, I
Then
will do that.
using
So then
using that
after that
voucher,
PMI will,
I'll tell. Using that voucher, you have to schedule your exam.
okay, understood.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can
Yeah.
schedule
Next,
it in October only?
October 5th looks very, very close to close, cut to cut. But October
Okay,
10th or something, you can do it. Okay. Yeah.
okay, thank you.
What else, guys? Tilak.
Yeah, Vishak, can we have any topic wise for plan for next week and next what are we covering next?
See, for you, I told the plan. No, only.
Yeah,
Right.
just
So,
wanted to know which topics we are covering next week and next week.
why are you worried? Okay, this much you do this week. Okay, go through the videos. In your case, it is a special case. Okay. Don't worry about the topics yet to get covered. What will you do? Already you have attended training once. Okay, that's a major problem. Okay, my style is different. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any future slides. Your task you understood, no? What is it? Go through the 2 sheet videos. That itself will take 12 hours, 15 hours if you do it properly.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Tilak.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch those 2 videos related to the prep. But related to the mock test, are we ready? We can start
No,
looking
no,
at those
not now.
questions.
No.
Okay,
Too
okay,
early
okay,
now. First to watch this. Okay.
okay,
That's it.
clear.
Yeah. So I launched the poll, guys, on behalf of the institute regarding how did the session go today. Mock test are at least give some time, guys, except for Twinkle who has already attempted PMP. Others don't hurry. Okay, you have time. Okay, 2 weeks, let it get over. Show your curiosity and enthusiasm in the application. Okay, and in the 2 videos which I have asked you to watch. Don't attempt the mock quizzes now. Okay, time is there, guys. Okay, plan your time. Give me more time from September 15th onwards. Is that clear? Don't worry anything now. Okay.
So, Vishak, so 2 videos in that one, right? AS and the Craig.
Yeah.
These 2.
Yeah.
AS,
Yeah.
Craig, and okay.
Next over, guys, everyone. Please, guys.
Yes. Just one question, Ashok. I just wanted to ask, it's not related to this. Like you, because you like cracked the PMP in very early stage. So did you took a course like we are doing, or you just self-prepared? yourself?
Mine was different. Okay, I didn't have anyone to guide me. Okay, so I went through properly PMP. Okay, and good because I know the pain point. Okay, so you don't. I recommend you people. You don't have to go through any materials. Okay, I took the institute. I mean, my company had their own portal. Okay, I didn't even enroll in any training program. That is different. Okay, so it was company. We had the Skillsoft portal. Okay, so in that there were some self-learning modules. Okay, that along with PMBOK is what I followed. Okay. Yes. The RMP also I learned in a hard way what to do. Okay, but I'm planning to launch RMP, Risk Management Professional. Last year only I cleared RMP. Okay. Risk Management Professional. That's similar to PMP, focusing mainly on risk. Okay, next guys.
Vishak, for completing the application submission process, so must require the PMP certificate.
Not required, Asif. That is what I've been telling. Nothing is stopping you from applying. Just watch my video. Once, if you are not understanding, watch it again. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. Nothing else, guys. Use ChatGPT. Just we discuss, guys, multiple times. Okay. Maybe one of you guys can help others, guys. Once your application gets approved, put the message in the group. And what was your journey? Please help. Okay. Which prompt you used? Everything you share in the group, guys. I want it to be a self-organizing group. Okay. Clear, everyone? Anything else? That's it.
Sorry, quick question. So when revising the topics that we covered today and yesterday, do we skip the slides that you skipped? Or
Yeah, you can skip. Okay, you can skip. But I remember I told you, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, so those slides which I focused, it should be damn focused. Okay, no compromise in that. Okay, because it's easy to skip the slides which I skipped, but it's difficult to grasp everything whatever I've told in the same slide. So that level of commitment you should give. In that case, it is enough. Okay.
Thank you.
Next, guys.
Vishak, we spoke about PV and other factors today, but we didn't spoke about the cost performance index and the schedule performance index.
That will come later. Don't worry. That will come later. Okay. Don't worry about all this. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. Yeah.
Would you be covering all the 218 slides in 8 sessions?
No, I'm skipping so many slides. You already saw, right?
No? Skipping means that means you would not cover.
Yeah. You also no need to worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. Okay, see you next week only. We'll see. Okay.
Thanks.
Stay
Thank
aggressive.
you,
Okay,
Vikas.
bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, guys.
Bye.
Good weekend, guys. Bye.
Thank you.